And now for something completely different.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry, pressed the wrong button there. I'm here. How the devil are we all? Welcome along. I'm going to start with a public service announcement. For anybody who's watching Sky, they haven't forgotten there are matches tonight. They just like talking about Liverpool, Man United. That's why they have been doing it for half an hour into the soccer special about Carabao Cup games. You know Sky. Welcome along. This is Leicester LTIDtv. Thank you for joining us. Could this be Brendan's last game in charge? Who knows if we don't get a win?
It's time! Strap yourself in.
Because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester LTIDtv on YouTube and your favourite podcasts. LTIDtv, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris.
All right, so how the devil are we? Could it be his last game? We're going to look at the team lineup in a minute. Just a couple of mentions. I have put a comment at the top there. Let me know your thoughts on it. And I have asked, if we lose, could this be Brendan Rodgers' last game in charge? Let me know your thoughts. I think he should have gone. I think Top should have been knocking on his door Monday morning and going, bye-bye, and giving Poch a call. But, you know, in Top we trust. In Top we trust. It's only my opinion. Archie's asking, where can we watch? To be honest with you, nowhere, Archie. I have tried everywhere. I will have a graphic up in which you will be able to follow along with it, and we'll be talking through that. But it isn't a live game, and because it isn't a Premier League game, then you don't get any of these sort of foreign channels really covering it. If anybody else can find a link, let me know. I would love to know. But at the moment, no, there isn't actually a link as such. Well, there wasn't last season, and I'm presuming the same this. Evening, Spencer. How the devil are you, sir? Welcome along. Thanks for popping on. Strong lineup. Well, we'll have a look at that, shall we, in a second. But this is Leicester LTIDtv. We are all over your social media. We are also all over your podcasts if you prefer to listen rather than look at me. Don't blame you if you do. This is where you can find us. Excuse the front.
Just on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform
Or ask your smart speaker.
to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die. Broadcasting live worldwide.
Indeed. Andrew, come on, Grimsby. Who are Grimsby playing? I'm not sure what you are referring to there. Walsall Charlton's already kicked off. Let me know. No, let me know. I can't see it. Yeah, I just said, as I said before, Adam, nowhere that I know you can watch it. We will have graphics, but not obviously a live feed because we're not allowed to. And as I said, because it's not a Premier League match, I don't believe that there is actually any definitely any links. Spencer, Andrew Forrest. Oh, yeah, definitely come on, Grimsby then. I love the smell of fish. I shouldn't have said that out loud, really, should I? Look, let's have a look. Honestly, YouTube, I did not mean it like that. Please don't shut me down. Okay, let's. No worries, mate. No worries. By all means, stay and join in the banter and what have you. We've got a West Ham fan coming on who's going to be having a chat with us as we go through the game, so we can take the piss out of them for being below us at the moment. I don't think we won't be after we face Chelsea. But anyway, that's the weekend. This is the midweek, and this, if I can get it up here, is the team that we are putting out tonight. Here we go. Iverson in goal. To be totally honest with you, I kind of saw this coming. I'm happy. This is what I suggested that might happen with Casper going, that if Ward gets the first team slot for the Premier League games, then Iverson should get the cup games. So definitely. Albrighton at the back, Vestergaard at the back. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Albrighton, and maybe they've given him a run out. He's not defensively brilliant. I always get this fear that when we actually drop Albrighton into defence, we always end up giving penalties away. Vestergaard, he's got to prove himself. You know, I said, in fairness to everybody else, I said, you know, at the start of this season, let's have a look. Let's have a look at where your, where all the players are, who's good, who's bad. So I'm giving everybody a clean, sheet to start with, if you like. So we'll see what Vestergaard's got to do. Nice to see Soyuncu back. Nice to see Thomas back. Mendy and Tielemans together. I suppose, no, in fairness, sorry, no, I'm getting that wrong because obviously Mendy's in for Ndidi. Tielemans, to be honest with you, I'd have sacked him off. I really would. I wouldn't bother. The funny thing is, of course, with Tielemans is that they've said on Sky Sports today, well, they can never be 100%, that Arsenal have finished with their purchases for this season. So who knows? But I wouldn't have put Tielemans in there. Definitely would have put Pratt in there. Great to see him start. About time. Brendan Rodgers must have been listening to me having a rant at the weekend. The guy wants to play for the club. The guy wants to fight for his place. And you put him in the team. At last, a bit of sense from Brendan. Barnes, yeah, I mean, he'll be helping his fitness coming back. Two up front. Wow. Is it two up front? You never know with Brendan. Let's have a look and just see if I can get the lineups up or not on something else. No, I can't. But I'm guessing Inacho cannot play on his own up front. Daka cannot, like Vardy. They've been struggling of late, but having Inacho there, I say he can't play on his own, but he can play as a part of a two up front, and he holds that ball up well. Look at what he did against Arsenal. Hadn't been on that long, held the ball up, turned and set up Maddison for. There we go. We scored. Let's be honest with you. JB and JJ, it's not live anywhere as far as I know it. Like I said, it's not a Premier League game, so it isn't being covered by any of the American networks or anything like that. This was the same last year with the Carabao Cup. We will have graphics on here, though, so you can certainly follow the graphics. We're 10 minutes off kickoff on that. And let's have a look at the subs. Who have we got in the subs bench? Well, the subs bench reads like a first-team sheet. Ward, Justin, Amati, Castagna, Ndidi, Brunt, Dewsbury Hall, Maddison and Perez. So, should Stockport decide to do a Newport or a Wycombe Wanderers, maybe we've got some of the players that we can bring on to do that. The interesting thing is there is no Wayne Fofana. Honestly, this is water, I promise you. I promise you I'm drinking water and not drinking it is just water. No Wesley Fofana. Apparently, we've just turned down a third offer for him, believed to be in the region of 60 million with 10 million add-ons. Now, I'm quite old, so I'm going to admit to you here, it was a while since I was at school, but I kind of think 60 and 10 doesn't add up to 80. Now, I'm just saying for Chelsea there, you might want to sort of, get the calculator out. Let's have, have a little bit. Let me just double check for you here, because I'll get my calculator out. 60 plus 10. That is 70. I was quite right. It's a bit of 80 million minimum you don't understand. Well, I mean, for Fafana, it would be interesting to see if he actually travels with the team. And if he actually travels with the team, can the petulant Frenchman be asked to get off his seat and actually cheer for his teammates if we score a goal? And you know what? When he didn't move, I'm surprised he wasn't given hassle by all the fans that they weren't sat around him. It was like he'd farted. There was a gap round him at the game on Saturday. But when we scored, he never moved. Now, as a fan, that pissed me off. Big style. But what about your teammates? What about the guys that you have to go and sit in the in the changing room with? Have to go tomorrow morning and turn up for training, and you didn't bother to get off your stupid French arse and applaud a goal being scored, and it was a good free kick as well. So Wesley Fafana, you are not worth dog shit on my shoe. So please, Brendan, stick him in the under-21s. Bugger his chances of going to the World Cup with France and let him cool his head off and then see how cocky and petulant he thinks he is. You think you're better than you are, Wes. You ain't. You've had one season in the French League, one season in ours. You took 10 months' wages off us when you got a broken leg, which is fair enough. I get that. But also, you signed a new contract for 5 years. But I tell you what, if I was Johnny Evans, I would be having him on that training pitch on Wednesday morning, and give him a right clip round the ear. Because I would be absolutely disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. I'd sooner have a Cowpat in defence, because that Cowpat's got more morals than you have. Wesley Fafana. I'm sorry, it annoys me a little bit. You may have gathered. So, is this going to be Rodgers' last game in control? Well, I would take 70 million and get him out ASAP. You see, this is the thing, Andrew. Very, very, very good point. Excellent point. Because is that what they're trying to do? Are they trying to say, hang on a minute, if we keep, we'll wear them down. The fans are getting a bit fed up now. They'll maybe accept a lower offer. I don't know. All I know is Harry Maguire didn't do this, and, we don't think that highly of him. But as I always say, he signed a contract with a year of his current contract left, knowing he was going to be leaving and making sure that Leicester could get some money for him when he went to Manchester United. So, Tielemans, take note. Wesley Fafana, take note. At least Tielemans, he's turning up. Give him credit for that. He's shit when he does turn up, let's be honest, just recently. If you can't perform well against the team that you're hoping is going to buy you and be your future employees, and you get taken off, kind of says it all, really, doesn't it? But, I haven't seen him not turn up. But all I will say is Wes Fafana related to Riyad Mahrez at all? I'm beginning to wonder. I really, really, really am. Mark says, keep Fafana defo. Well, if we're keeping him, do we have to play him? I'm saying let's keep him and stick him in the under-23s. And yes, I kind of know I'm taking my nose off to spite my face. But at least we're getting something out of him, because I don't know how much he's on a week at the moment. I don't know. I did have some wage things. Let me just have a look if I can get it up, because we've paid him to sit out 2 games now. News, OBS, quick start. No. Don't panic. Player salaries. We're gonna welcome Jake in a minute. He's just popped in the chat, but I'll get me rant over first of all. It's only fair on him. Let's have a look how much he is on. Talk amongst yourselves just for a while. He's got to be here somewhere. Jesus Christ! And to be honest with you, I can't find him. So maybe he's on an undisclosed. No, it's not giving it. But so we paid him for actually for two games that he hasn't turned up for. So what do we do? Do we take him? Don't we take him? Take the 70 million and bring in a goalkeeper. I'm kind of thinking that. Talk's in. Good evening, Talk. How the devil are you? Oops, I can't. I'll check it in a second. But if you've got nothing to do, just for 2 seconds before you subscribe to my channel, or after you've subscribed to my channel, get over and check out Football versus Cancer on both Twitter and Football versus Cancer on YouTube. It is a football channel dedicated to beating cancer, and I'm sure we all know somebody that we want to support doing that. Look, we've been trying to get him on for a while. He has been hiding from us, but I'm going to give him. I never thought I would say this, but there's only one team worse than us this season. Now let me think who that might be. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Oh, yes, West Ham. Jake's gone hide about.
I'm not having that. Not for long, Chris.
Bubbles burst. The bubbles burst.
Yeah, it has.
I'm enjoying it while I can.
Yeah, exactly. We're here to talk about some Deadwood game tonight, but the most important thing is you go and all subscribe to Football versus Cancer, as I have just done. There we go.
Indeed, it is a great one. Well done for that, young man. Everybody follow Jake's example. It is a football channel totally dedicated to the horrendous disease. Talking about subscribing, give a shout out to where people can find you, young man.
Oh, thank you very much. You can find me over on West Ham Unofficial on YouTube. All the kind of same as stuff as Chris, but just not as many graphics and not as many intro videos, really.
Oh, I've reduced it since then.
Have you?
I've gone really. If you can imagine going from my size down to your size, that's like how much I've reduced it down. And I've got to. Let me just. Oh, is this live talk? I don't know. Send it on to Jake as well, if you can do.
We got a strain.
I'm not sure how you're going to get how I'm getting it to work, but let's have a look. Let's just press one, see what happens. What's gone wrong this season? I mean, I know what's gone wrong at our place. We can't. We know we haven't got any money, and we're not. We don't want to sell our good stars, and the ones that we want to sell, we can't get any money for. But what's going on at West Ham? Is it business as usual now?
Well, just before I do, I mean, you've got some Christmas lights in the background. I mean, Leicester are going to be on the same amount of points at Christmas as they are now, aren't they? But
the problem is I can't really argue with you on that. It could well be.
But yes, the first two games were a write-off for me. We played City, and that was a write-off. They're going to beat most teams this year. Fair play to Newcastle for giving it a go. We didn't give it a go, and we lost, and we got battered 2-0 flat, as I thought. And then we went out to Forest for their first home game in 23 years, and I was like -8 then or something. So their last time they were in the Premier League, and they were up for it. We didn't quite have the response to a proper football atmosphere. They were in our face, a proper old school ground. We were unlucky. We hit the inside of the bar twice. We missed a penalty. We had a goal disallowed. Everything went wrong at the City ground that game. And we just didn't turn up against Brighton. We never do beat Brighton. It's been 10 years since we have beaten Brighton, and I just think that's going to continue with Brighton. To be honest, they outplayed us. They deserve to win. We just can't put the ball in the back of the net. We can't create anything. Our midfield is lackluster. We haven't got any defenders, and well, to be fair, we've just signed a defender actually, which is a positive. We might finally put Aaron Creswell on the bench. We've just signed Emerson from Chelsea, which is a bit of a positive. But apart from that, there's not many positives ringing around the London Stadium at the moment. But looking forward to Stockport versus Leicester tonight.
But you have made signings. I mean, we've got an excuse. We haven't made any signings now, and no disrespect to yourself, but apart from the last couple of years, and you've done great the last couple of years, and all the banter aside, if Leicester can't do it, I like another team that can maybe break into that top 6 and smash it. But you were close last season. You've got Europe again. You had the one good season 2 seasons ago, and I thought last season you were going to go back to struggling. I very much thought it was a one-off, because you normally are around the sort of 15th, 16th, aren't you? Around that sort of thing.
It's a bit harsh, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, though. But is it going to? I mean, are we looking at that? What we're looking at now for you? Are those your 2 seasons?
Well, hopefully not 15th or 16th, Chris. But
I don't know. At the moment, we'd take that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I think we've got to kickstart our season on Sunday. We've got Villa, who are as well in an equal bad run of form. They can't seem to do anything right at the moment, Aston Villa. So, and tonight they've put out a pretty much full strength side against Bolton in the Carabao Cup. So that shows their priorities really. Done it from Steven Gerrard. But apart from that, we've got to show up, because all of a sudden, if we don't pick up anything at Villa, we've then got Chelsea and Spurs, and we could end up 6 games without a point on the board, which would be disastrous.
We could indeed. Right, the game has kicked off. Talks just asking what's your channel?
West Ham Unofficial on YouTube. You can find me there on Twitter, not on TikTok. I don't do that. I don't know whether you do, Chris. It's at the top. Do you do TikTok?
I kind of do.
We got to have a look at this.
There's one or two things that. Hello. Here we go. There's one or two things that are on it, but I can't.
There's no wild Chris dancing on there, is there? Because that is what TikTok is.
No, there's Brad dancing on there, though.
Is there?
Yeah, it's LTID TV is what it's on. But we have kicked off. And just for you, Jake, I'll tell you what, just for you, seeing as we have kicked off, let's have a graphic.
Oh, hello.
SPTLEI Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, indeed. So it is the Watchalong show with me and Jay. We're going to need it. The graphic today on the graphic in the middle. That if you stick with us for the second half, don't expect them to change ends, because they're obviously doing real life, but they don't on the graphic. Don't know. I guess it's too costly. I don't know, but we've got not a bad team out. We've gone 2 up front, which makes a change.
What is Gary Lineker up front or something?
Jeff Hurst.
All right.
Nice guy. I've met him. Nice guy. I won't have anything said against him. Very nice guy.
All that Tielemans is playing. He's off to Arsenal, isn't he, or somewhere? Tielemans, he's off, isn't he?
He's off in his head.
Is he? Right.
He's on the pitch tonight, but then so is Dennis Pratt, which is brilliant to see, because Dennis Pratt
is a Pratt.
No, if he was that, he would have played for West Ham, wouldn't he?
Yeah, true. Oh, dangerous attack for Leicester. Oh,
indeed.
This is jazzy. This is.
My phone's gone off.
Don't look at it then. Put it on silent.
It usually means. Oh no, they're just telling me they've kicked off.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I do like this graphic. Actually, it does look quite good.
Right,
And no, we've gone two up front. Tielemans is playing today, but he's just not been that good. But now, the whole team hasn't. But
one player I do want to ask you about is Daka, because we were like locking horns about who was going to sign him last summer, and he seemed to have a good start, and then it's just gone all up the alley, hasn't it?
You didn't. You weren't locking horns at all. You were nowhere near signing him. We left you in our wake.
Sorry for Fabrizio.
Yeah, who believes what he says? He didn't even answer.
Has he been good or not?
Now. Sorry?
Has he been good or not?
Yeah, I mean, we get, if you buy a player from another club, right? They move down.
That tends to be what happens, Chris.
Yes, it does. Well, I wouldn't know this season.
True.
But, they're moving. Let's say let's say you, for example, you bought Fofana. He'd be travelling down to London. It's a whole new place for him. Doesn't really know anybody down there. He's got to settle in. So anybody coming from abroad has exactly the same problem. It's a completely different culture, different country, obviously. Different, Premier League is different to most other leagues around Europe. And yet we put these players in and expect them to, be able to take to it straight away. Occasionally they do, like Fofana did. Sometimes it takes them a bit longer. So Soyuncu, it took a bit longer. Sumare, if he stays with us, will taken a bit longer. But Daka, he was like in between. He scored 4 goals against Moscow in the Europa. So, we know he's got it in him. But I think it's just going to be a case of, I think now that Jamie Vardy's, he signed an extension, but he's getting on a little bit. So I think we'll see him play less and less.
He's been getting on for about 5 years, Chris.
Still a good goal scorer when he's on form, though. But he's 35 now, but he's not going to be playing 90 minutes every week and cup games and what have you. I must admit, I'm a bit worried because we do have Brighton at right back, which is always a scary thought.
Brighton, that's on the south coast. Oh, Brighton. Oh, right, I see. Well, it's these average players I got to get used to here at Leicester, innit? Got to remember all their names and all this kind of stuff.
I did a bad joke here. And we've also got Vestergaard, so that will be interesting.
He came from Southampton. He's been rubbish, hasn't he?
Yeah, 6'7", and when he jumps, he's 6 foot. So we'll see. On Pratt, Scottish, no, they had a shot then. It's pretty much all Leicester at the moment. It's a no-win situation for Leicester here, because if we win and we've win 3 or 4, we're going to be, we should, although we're at the bottom, we're in the Premier League, they're near the bottom of League 2. And if we only win 1-0, it's not going to be good enough. And obviously, if we lose, then I think that's Rodgers gone. Or it should be anyway. Wolves have gone 1-0 up against Fulham.
Okay.
Are you not playing tonight? Oh no, you're in Europe, so you don't.
We're in Europe. We play Thursday.
Yeah, you're one of the big boys, aren't you? So that, I forgot. I've had so many seasons in Europe, I've forgotten what it's like not to have one. But good luck. Is it the qualifying round you're in?
Yeah, we're playing that Denmark team, Viborg.
You're 1-0 up, aren't you? I think from the first.
3-1, I think. 3-1. Something like that. I don't know.
Scott says here, Chris, you've made one super signing, ex-Cardiff goalkeeper. Surely he'll keep us out of the relegation. Surprised we didn't go for Brian Gunn from, I think he's gone back to Norwich, but he was at Southampton when we beat them 9-0. We bought off the bloody team. We've rejected 60 million plus 10 million add-on, Jeff, for Fofana. To be honest with you, obviously Chelsea aren't very good at maths, because if you add 60 and 10 together, it comes to 70. And when we're asking for 80, I did offer to buy them a calculator earlier on. Andrew makes a fair point here. The more graphics I have, the more you'll hear me waffling. That is very true.
That's very true. I mean, to be fair, Chris, you're hitting a whole all-time high here at 33 watching.
I have been higher than that, mate.
It's because I'm here, that's why. Have you?
Yeah. No, on some of the European ones, European watch-alongs, for the ladies, it got really high.
Did it?
I think my highest ever at one point was over 100.
Yeah. My highest is about 162, I think.
But then again, you never know with YouTube and the figures, do you?
It's strange, isn't it? It's a strange old time.
What we're going for score lines here. Regan, good evening, so welcome along. I think it's your first time, so nice to see you. 2 to County, 3 to Leicester. Vestergaard in the back 3 with... and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to start. I promised I would. I'm going to be nice to everybody until they prove me wrong this season. Even Jake. I'm even being nice to Jake.
Wow.
Yes, it won't last, but I'm trying
Exactly.
to. Who should have been on tomorrow night doing a quiz, but he bottled out, so...
Well, I didn't know quizzes took about 3 hours.
Well, it depends how quick you are at answering.
Well, I'm like that. I look like a carb on it, mate.
You're too young, stop it. I mean, I've got 2 15-year-olds against each other. I could be burning candles at night, couldn't I? Let's be honest.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's a throw into Leicester. My phone's gone off again. I'm going to have to turn my phone off.
Just turn it off. When's the third round draw when the proper teams come into it? Is it tomorrow?
I'm not sure because I wasn't confident that we're going to get there. I didn't look that far ahead, mate. Come on.
The draw for the third round is expected to take place on Wednesday the 24th. It should be held after the conclusion of the televised fixture between Tranmere and Newcastle.
Oh, so it'll probably be after that then.
So it'll be after that. So we have to wait till about 10 o'clock for it.
Oh.
What
And then I'll
time?
get it all wrong as well, won't I?
Yeah. What time's the Tranmere game on?
I'm guessing 7:45. It usually is.
Yeah, it is. So 7:45. So that won't start till 10 o'clock. I ain't doing a watch long out at 10 o'clock at night.
No. How did your watch long go last night?
Oh, it was crap.
Was that your dad, by the way,
Where?
that you did the watch along with?
No, that was Ollie. Ollie, the Liverpool fan, my watch along co-host.
Oh, is it right? I do apologise. I've never seen him before, so
No, that's all right.
I thought that doesn't look like your dad. Maybe you've been kidnapped. Maybe you're being held against your will and being forced to watch the game.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. I mean, this happens a lot.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
You're quite good at these old buttons, aren't you? Quite smooth.
You don't know what I can do with my buttons.
Oh,
but,
God.
I actually lost a job because I couldn't stop hitting buttons. That's why I can never do pantomime again.
Hey.
Hey, come on. Well, it's still 0-0. We are just coming up to 15 minutes or 13 minutes in the first half. Nothing exciting has happened yet, but it is all, in fairness, it is all Leicester at the moment. I think you would agree on that one. Sheffield Wednesday have gone 1-0 up against Rochdale. Lincoln are 1-0 up against Barrow.
Come on. If you're going to be an older version of Jeff Stenny, you need to have a bit more, energy with it.
I've got no energy at all. My energy went a long time ago. My get up and go's got up and gone. Let me just put it that way, shall we?
That's not bad for you.
I thought Man United played really well.
Yeah, they did, to be fair. I got to give it to them.
I thought Liverpool were going to stuff them, to be honest with you.
We all did.
But, I had it on the screen, and I was doing a prediction show at the same time. And, I couldn't believe how well they played.
Yeah, they were very good. Which surprised people.
It's like, losing, Liverpool losing to Manchester United. It's like a team losing to Nottingham Forest, isn't it? I mean, what team would do that?
You even nearly messed that up.
Sorry.
You even nearly messed that up. Where Nottingham Forest, West Nottingham Forest. Very good.
Oh dear.
All right, we're doing some
Have to be
commentary.
careful
Let's
because
get you on the attack.
We've lost both games against Nottingham sides this season.
Have you?
Yeah. We lost to Notts County in the friendly.
That's why you're doing so bad, because you're playing National League sides at pre-season.
We've kept playing on playing like that. That'll be our level, mate.
Yeah. Come on, Stockport, dangerous attack. Oh.
See which side you're going for.
Come again. Oh, I got off on the stream for this because this AI thing, it's all right, but it's just not very good, is it? You know.
Well, I was going to be watching the match, to be honest with you, but we've had 3 shots off target. They've not had a shot on or off yet.
That's no good, is it? Shot off target.
We've had 38 attacks to their 10.
30. Where did they get these stats from? 38 attacks. Does that mean going into their half, or?
I don't know, but it's something we're up on, so I'm taking it.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Friday, I'm down by you in Poole on Friday.
Are you? I'll make sure I'm out.
Okay.
Where are you going to?
I'm going to the Brownsea, what's it called, island thing on the boat.
Oh my God, that is very close.
Is it?
Yeah, I can almost see it from my window.
No, I'll give you a wave then.
Oh. Let me know which boat you're on, I'll sink it.
Don't forget, professionals built the Titanic, amateurs built them boats.
I've seen some of them boats, mate, in the winter. Good luck.
We'll be
Newport are losing. Mike is going to be well peed off.
Oh, dear.
Newport have gone down. What a breakaway. What a breakaway by Portsmouth. He's at the match as well. Good goal. Good goal. Sorry, Mike. I know you're not watching it, but... Oh, for God's sake, we've got an injury already.
Wonder who that is.
Soyuncu, by the look of it.
Well, that's no loss, is it?
Yeah, I don't get what I don't on stats. I mean, you can use stats to back up anything if you turn them round. But I don't get this expected goals.
Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it? Our expected goals so far this season has been over 3 a game, and we scored 0.
Yes.
It just sums up the absolute horrificness of that stat.
Yeah. I just and what are you doing? Good evening, sir. Are
He's
you
watching
not at the game? You should be at the. You told me you were going to the game.
Maybe he is. It's called multitasking.
Yeah, but it's not often you get a signal at a ground, is it?
Well, no, it's not. Especially not at Stockport or wherever this is.
Mind you, yeah, it's such a small ground. They might be able to. Why is beer so expensive at West Spam or Wet Spam? Not as expensive as at Arsenal, but yeah.
No, it is. It is. We've exceeded them. And to be fair, we've got to hand the first certificate of the night to that person. The certificate of calling West Ham wet spam. There we go. That's the first certificate of the night. I'll send that over in the post.
Clean, I'll allow it.
But to be fair, what's actually happened there, that it's not West Ham to blame. We employ a company to do all the food and drink, and we've got a contract with them that a pint doesn't go over £5.95 or something, or £6, and they put, or £6.95 or something, and it went up to £7.50 or £7.30. So we're now taking legal action against the people that do our own food and drink.
Oh my God! I mean, you know, I'm sorry here. I'm going to say this. We're actually employing a head of recruitment that isn't joining us until the transfer window closes. And I thought that was bad, but you're suing your own people that are providing your own beer.
All they're doing is doing flipping Amstel and hot dogs.
Oh, Jesus, you know. Richard's in. Good evening, Richard. I don't know who the other person is. He was knocking on the door. He felt sorry, so I let him in, mate. You know. You're coming in to check Littleton's doing well, are you?
Oh, that was close.
I know, they had a shot. My God. They've registered a shot.
Stockport. It's just got a rubbish ring.
Yeah, so I've muted him, guys.
I know the tricks of the trade. Don't you worry about that.
I thought I'd unmuted you. I'm sorry. You're still in Liverpool. I think it's going to be at Stockport, and that's saying something. You know? But
how far is Liverpool from Stockport? I'm not really good with up north.
you're not really good with geography, are you? Really? Let's be honest
Well,
with
no.
you.
I take history. Stockport, Liverpool.
It's
I'm
a
still
bit
an hour
like.
away.
I suppose it's a bit like Brighton to London.
Yeah, it is. It's like that.
Yeah.
Like this side of Manchester for us, lot.
Yeah.
There we go. Stockport. We actually played them in the FA Cup 2 years ago, and we beat them 1-0. It was chucking it down with rain. Craig Dawson scored a bullet header.
Last time we played, though, I can remember it was really bad rain. We beat Southampton 9-0. And I'm going to live on that for the rest of my life, and I've not got many years left, I know. Oh, Forest are up. Forest have gone 1-0 up. For God's sake.
No, do we not like Forest? Well, we don't. Really.
Oh, dear. Of course we don't like Forest.
No.
Oh, Leicester City had a dangerous attack. Oh, no, they're giving it to Vestergaard, though. It's not going to be dangerous anymore. We're making a lot of passes. We're going across the pitch very nicely.
How do you know you can't see them? It's just lines.
Oh, shot off target there from Dennis Pratt.
Shot on target.
On target from Daka. Wow.
Also it went off target and then back on target. This thing's brilliant.
Yes. The problem is it is about one of the best ones as
yeah, it is, to be fair.
out there for the graphics. It's a bit more fun than trying to listen to it on the radio and talk about it as well.
Isn't it? Yeah. Got to listen to the radio, then basically copy what they say. It's not very fun.
And you can't.
Oh my God, Jordan Hugo has scored for Norwich. Oh my God, former West Ham lad.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, they always do better when they leave West Ham, don't they?
I mean, to be fair, you could be Norwich and charge £2.50 for an audio pass for tonight's game.
Say that again.
I mean, you are Leicester, but you could be Norwich and be charging £2.50 for an audio pass for tonight's game.
No, is that what they were doing?
Yeah, how to follow. Supporters all around the world can tune into live coverage of tonight's FA Cup final, Carabao Cup Round 2 game, to purchase a £2.50 audio streaming pass. So you can't even watch the game, so you're paying £2.50 to listen to it on a radio.
Jesus.
That can't be right. You must be able to watch it.
I don't know about yourself. I mean, if I wanted to listen to it with sort of ex-Leicester players and through lcfc.com, that's free of charge.
Mm.
All the friendly games
for every single game. For every single game for Norwich, for even being the Championship, for the radio, they charge £2.50 to listen to it.
Oh, I know, you wouldn't, would you? You could go online and try and find the local radio station.
Exactly, you know, that's Delia getting a few more. I'll tell you what, when we went to Norwich, Delia's got her own restaurant named after her at the ground. It's class. It's like Delia's Kitchen or something.
Oh. They've just gone 1-0 up, Norwich.
Oh, have they? Oh,
yeah.
That £2.50 is worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Hugo scored the goal.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you said. Sorry. Shows I wasn't listening to you.
Well, you never do you? I don't know why I'm here.
I don't, to be honest with you.
Exactly. I could be watching the cricket, but I'm sat here trying to listen to flipping Stockport versus Leicester.
Oh, don't knock it. Don't knock it. Chuck, it's not actually on the TV. This is as good as it gets, I'm afraid.
And that's bad.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially when you've got, you know, the equivalent to Gary Neville sat next to me there, Jake.
Exactly. I just
so
hate Liverpool.
Give us a follow on Twitch, Chuck. I'll always follow you back. Don't worry.
Do you know what Twitch
apparently
is?
have won a trophy more recently than West Ham. Ooh.
Yeah, well, we won the Betway Cup last year. That's a trophy.
we played one game in a pre-season friendly against Hartlepool, I think it was, and we got a cup. So I mean,
listen, don't knock it. Everybody does it. Arsenal did it this year. They created the Emirates Cup. Spurs do it every year with their Audi Cup. We do it with the Betway Cup. Everyone does it. There's no point in taking it. But even you did it last year. You played flipping Jeff Stelling FC and you won.
That's it. Oh, stop! Newport have equalised.
Right. I feel like we need to jazz this up a bit. I'm gonna get like a timeline up of what's going on and start doing some commentary. Should we just watch the game that's on telly? I might just stick that on.
What game's on telly?
Bolton Villa.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to watch that and give us updates on that.
Yeah.
They're losing 1-0 to Bolton at the moment.
Oh, what? Oh, that's good. Up to Bolton, Thogden FC. Oh, Stockport, dangerous attack. Oh, that's good because
we've got the big Dane in defence, and we don't have to worry about them scoring.
That's good because Villa have started their pretty much whole side tonight, and we've got to play them Sunday, so you know.
Andrew says, "Are you allowed to watch the second half with school in the morning?"
No, it's August.
But he can't, no. Funnily enough, he actually can't, Andrew. He's not at school, in fairness. He's not at school. He's at work. His dad's sending him out up the chimneys to earn some money. He's a slave driver, your dad, isn't he?
No. I worked today. I got myself me a few bob.
Did you? What were you
doing?
Tomorrow?
I work for a place and I sort out a company's YouTube channel because that's what I'm expert at. You know? So
that's good.
Professional.
Yeah. That's your thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know? I thought last week with the cost of living crisis, I thought you'd have to sell some of that stuff in the background, but
not yet. Actually, in fairness, I have. It's just a big picture.
Oh, right.
It's a screen. It's a green screen.
Oh, is it? Right. I see. Yeah. I see. You took a picture of it before you flogged it all, and then put up a green screen. I see. That's good tactics. That.
Yeah. Go on then, Jake. Take us through the current scores.
Oh, I'm watching.
You see, honestly, you're half asleep.
Sky Sports. All right. Just give me a second. I know I can't do three things at once. I say I'm just gonna get up.
Do one, don't you?
No, I'm watching Bolton Villa, listening to you, and engaging at the same time. That's three things.
And you're a bit early for Halloween, though, aren't you? Because you got your Halloween outfit behind you.
What Noble shirt?
Yes.
Yeah, cheeky monkey. What are you like? Right, here we go then. So in the EFL Cup, it is currently Walsall 0, Charlton 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Rochdale 0, Shrewsbury 0, Burnley 0. Barrow 1, Lincoln 1, Bolton 1, Aston Villa 0, Bradford City 1, Blackburn 0, Cambridge United 0, Southampton 1, Colchester 0, Brentford 0, Crawley 1, Fulham 0, Derby 1, West Bromwich Albion 0, Fleetwood 0, Everton 1, just scored Everton.
Wow.
Gillingham 0, Exeter 0, Grimsby 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Newport 1, Portsmouth 1, Norwich 1, Bournemouth 0, and you can listen to that on the Canaries TV for £2.50. Oxford United 0, Crystal Palace 0, Rotherham 0, Morecambe 0, Stevenage 0, Peterborough 0, Stockport 0, Leicester 0, Watford 0, MK Dons 0, and Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Preston 0.
And do not forget that Jake is on commission from Norwich FC Radio.
Yeah, Canaries TV, I'll have you know.
I had to apologise. Canaries TV.
Yeah, because...
Well read that, sir. Well read that.
Because I've already plugged Delia's Kitchen and I've plugged this £2.50 to watch the game. Listen, no, you can't even watch the game. You've got to listen to it for £2.50. You've got to listen to two old blokes on there nattering on about it for £2.50.
Probably. They're actually stopping doing the classified football results on the radio, on BBC Radio.
Oh, are they? Oh.
Yeah. You used to be years ago, and you were probably only a twinkle in your dad's eye, as they say. You used to be able to tell how the results were going by the way that they said it. So let's say if you went Leicester City 0, West Ham United, and because they went up at the end, you knew that West Ham United would be in the lead.
Yeah, as always.
The team in blue scored there. Damari Gray. Shame he never did that when he was at Leicester.
Oh, right, yeah.
He scored for Everton.
I tell you what, on this day today, we battered you at the London Stadium 4-1 on this
No.
exact day 1 year ago.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
What?
Fuck, excuse my French. Fucking hell.
What?
It's just come up. Stockport County 1, Leicester City 0. Right?
Yes! Hey!
It was a corner.
No way.
kick.
No way.
Yeah. But guess what's going to get clipped now?
You idiot. No, you did me in. Oh, you did me in.
Come up. Somebody about it did come up because I'm looking at it on another screen and I literally went, what the? And then I realised just above it said corners. God, you may have been cheering. I was shitting, mate. Don't worry about it.
No, don't go and put that 10-second clip on YouTube because it will get 3 views.
To be honest with you, I'm not allowed to anyway.
Yeah. Because
you are of an age where I am not allowed to do that sort of thing. But if I get your dad's permission,
oh, right, yeah.
Richard, you still in? No, actually, that is true. I could not do that even if I wanted.
Pretty in a little bit of pink today, Chris.
A little bit of pink. Well, I am actually wearing last season's third strip, sorry, because we've not got this season's second strip yet.
They've not announced it?
No. We've got the third strip out, so why the fuck don't they just make the third? Excuse my French again. Why the hell don't they just make the third strip the second strip and forget about the third strip?
Well, yeah, they got to have it. They got to use it for a specific amount of games, haven't they?
Yeah, but I tell you what, it's a good job I'm not showing the comments on the screen as well because there's a lot of swearing going up.
That's all right.
From our Far Eastern cousins.
I'll just flick over the screen to have a look. It's not that bad. There's nothing there.
I mean,
it's still Bolton 0, Aston Villa 0. Aston Villa have bought a lot of fans with them. They're not very good so far.
Bolton should be winning. They were winning 1-0.
They are winning. That's what I said. Bolton 1, Villa 0.
You said 0-0, didn't you?
Oh, did I? Oh.
I turn off to you after a while.
Oh.
I mean, like 66 attacks for Leicester, and 24 of those have been dangerous. And yet
Stop reading these pointless stats, Chris.
and yet, we've only had 4 shots on target.
I know it wastes a bit of time on the show, but there's really no need, is there? To start mentioning how many attacks you've had.
Yeah, people are interested. It's what the public want.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Blackburn have equalised against Bradford. Come on, you're supposed to be keeping up with these scores, Jake. What are you doing?
I'm watching Bolton Villa. Martinez on the ball.
Would you? I mean, let's say Leicester lose tonight, and we've put out a decent enough side because we've got decent players. Even though the team that played against Southampton should have been good enough to beat them. Would you think this could be Brendan's last game if we lose?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing if you lose to Thogden and Thogdad FC. Oh no, that's Bolton. Sorry. I've lost it here. It's because Bolton's.
You never had it.
It's because Bolton's on my screen. I'm thinking of Bolton, but well, yeah, you'd like to think so. If you're losing to blooming National League, whatever they are, Stockport. I mean, it's not going well, is it? You'd like to think the start you've had losing that. I mean, I think it's similar as the fact is that if we somehow lose on Thursday night, I think Moyes is in trouble because that's an embarrassment.
You think so? That was going to be my next question to you.
Well, I think he's got 8 to 10 at least bad games. I think if we get to 8 games and we still haven't got many points on the board, and start asking questions. But if we lose tomorrow night, that's Thursday night, that's unforgivable. I think.
And who is it you're playing?
Viborg, and they're like 8th in the Denmark league.
Right. I mean, because I do find it interesting. We are in very, very similar positions, aren't we? We're both struggling after a couple of good seasons. I'm going to do the Arsenal chant. You know, we haven't got Europe, so
Yeah.
we're going to win the league. But it's difficult. I mean, I think this is a funny season anyway because you've got the World Cup coming up. And so I think that's 4 weeks when if you sack your manager at the start, the new manager is going to have 4 weeks to actually get in and get to know the players that haven't gone to the World Cup.
Yeah.
You then got another week back and a couple of games before the January transfer window opens.
I think it's going to be a very, very strange season again. I mean, we've just seen with some of the results so far, and even this weekend, you know, United causing an upset after being battered 4-0 by Brentford. Leeds beating Chelsea.
I know.
You know. It's going to be another strange season, and we're going to have another like Corona break in the middle of it, aren't we? Because of the World Cup, we're going to go a month without any football again, which is going to be strange. Oh, they scored from the corner. He scored straight from the corner. Aston Villa 1-1. Sorry.
Did they? No, it's okay. No, do keep us informed on the other games.
Bolton 1, Aston Villa 1. From what I saw, I only glanced at it. I just think he just bended it from the corner and curled it straight into the top corner. Let's have a look at it again.
That's a Somerset saying, is it? Bended it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he did as well. He just curled it straight in. Oh, that's incredible. You don't see that very often. You had Tyrone Mings there to put his big head on it. It weren't needed. It's in the back of the net.
I'm just on an advert break on Sky Sports, so
right.
I will no doubt see. You don't see that so often these days, do you?
No, you don't. No, Douglas Luiz scores to make it 1-1. But going back to what I was saying, I think it's going to be a very strange season. I don't think the big six are going to change apart from Man United. I think those 5 will be in the top 5. Arsenal, definitely. Spurs, Chelsea, you know, I don't think it's going to be any Leicesters or Newcastle, the only team that's going to push them this year, but I can see them finishing 7th. And United, well, you might as well just...
I had United down, I think, I've got the top 5, those 5, as you say. And we've got, every time we have a dangerous attack, we, mind you could say, you know, we'd have more dangerous attack if we had Ryan Giggs playing up front for us. Allegedly at the moment. Let me just say that, in case the lawyers are watching. Allegedly, but
the lawyers aren't watching this 56 minutes into your watchalong, Chris.
Hang on, let's just say this. Wow, that was a good goal from Villa. Credit where credit is due.
It wasn't bad, was it?
It was not bad. He has every right to stand there and take the plaudits.
Yeah, and like a right mug, Leicester Coutinho.
Yes. He's a short arse, isn't he?
Yeah, a bit like me.
Well, he's 37. He's 37, really, folks. He just says he's 15 because of his height.
I'm getting taller, don't you worry. You know, when I see you out of your flat window on Friday, I'll just, give you a wave.
How are your other 6 mates, by the way?
Very funny.
You got it. Sorry.
Chrissy, give us a wave. Chrissy, give us a wave.
Yes, I'll have my shotgun aimed at you. But yeah, I think when the World Cup is on, we could see a few managers being changed.
Yeah, well, it's a nice break for the players that aren't good enough, aren't they? And, a nice break for the England players as well, because they're going to play 4 games and come on the plane back.
And yes, because, we could actually end up getting Holland, depending how we get on in the next round.
Who've we got in our group? USA, Iran, and who?
Wales.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, we should get through that.
Play either Netherlands, I think, or Senegal.
Well, mind you, Senegal got Mane, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they won't be, they won't be too shabby. But you'd expect Holland to beat them, so we'd have Holland in the next round.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh no, we would have, if we top our group, we have whoever comes second in their group. So if Holland top their group and we top our group, depending who comes second, which is most likely going to be Senegal.
Oh right, I see. Yeah.
Hey, see, look, the scores come up again.
Where? Oh yeah. 1-0. Yeah. Corner kick.
Yeah.
Corner kicks. Yeah.
Let's see if we can score straight from the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Anything you can do, Villa, we can do better.
Yeah, we can't though. That's the thing.
I'll tell you what.
Oh God.
Shot off target. I tell you what, the Midlands teams are having a mare, aren't they? Wolves are 18th, you're 19th, and Villa are crap as well.
Yes.
0% possession currently. That stat said 0% each. Up on the screen on AIscored.com.
Are you? I mean, the question there: who have you got to win the league?
Well, it's got to be City, isn't it?
I think so. But there's a question there from Andrew: who would you sooner, Spurs or Arsenal?
Oh, see, Arsenal are insufferable, aren't they? But I just hate Spurs too much. You'd have to say Arsenal.
See, I very good point. They are totally insufferable. I'd sooner it would be Spurs than Arsenal, though.
That's fair enough, yeah.
I just, some of the Arsenal fans...
Oh, they're idiots, aren't they?
They'd still be calling for Arteta to be sacked if he won the bloody thing, you know. Barnes was on a dangerous attack there. Andrew says we would have more faith in Moyes than Brendan.
Fair enough.
Chris, are you having a brief resume after the match? Be interested to hear what your opinion of our performance is. I will be doing. I won't be doing a separate show, no, because otherwise we'll be probably doing that around midnight. But yeah, we will be staying on after the game. Brad will be joining us, and we'll be discussing the match. So yes, we will, Terry. Alfie likes water, depending on what it's mixed with, I'm guessing. How do you think if Leicester had Haaland and Sterling, do you think we would get in the top 3 of the Prem? I could dream of having those two. I could dream. I mean, it's certainly, I think top 3, I think we probably could be, to be honest with you, yes. We'd be bankrupt, but yeah. Is it? We're not. Unfortunately, there's no live stream. This is as good as it gets.
Yeah, and that sums it up, doesn't it?
It's the Carabao Cup. You know
the what?
The Carabao.
Well, to be fair, their sponsorship is up this year, so at least it's going to be called something a little bit less comical next year.
Is it? Oh, thank God for that. Something I can spell as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you always get the A's and O's mixed around on the titles, don't you?
I always insist on putting the U in there as well. For the Carabao, you know. Yeah,
sounds like a drink that does, Carabao.
I've never had it. I've never seen one, to be honest with you, down here. But,
of course it is a drink in it. Yeah, they are dotted around every here and there. To be fair, my theory is you never see them anywhere. Their whole budget goes on sponsoring this cup, so they can't actually produce any of them to put them in the shops because you never see them about.
Yeah. Too many adverts on what? I'm not sure what you mean. Xander, no radio, no stream. These guys, absolutely terrible. Well, you're the one that sat there watching us.
Cheers, mate.
You know, who's the idiot here? I think you are. It's like saying, I watched that film. It was bloody awful. Oh, I couldn't wait for it to be over. Why didn't you leave? Why didn't you have an on-off switch?
Well, not at the cinema, you don't, but...
Well, no, you know what I mean. But I had some guys on the Facebook group. I put up, what would the team be? And I put up a graphic of a team from last year because I pitched off the BBC. It was the only one I had. And Schmeichel doesn't play for us anymore, and Ricardo's out injured. Is he going to play on his crutches? I'm like,
that's quite funny.
Well, I just put. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to dumb down the posts for certain people, aren't I? or have a sort of, you've got to have a certain IQ to get into the group.
Oh, dangerous free kick. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, now the free kick's moved. Oh, now they've got nobody about there.
Alfie, thank you very much. You are very kind, sir. Like I say, whoever he, she is, she's the one that's watching us. So who's the idiot?
Like I said, I'm forced to be here anyway, so.
You are. Your agent signed you up for it.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind doing a half for you, Chris. Just a bit of, just to brighten your mood up a bit.
Oh, it does brighten me up because I say there's not many teams that are worse than us this this
Go on.
season.
It's just recycling, isn't it? It's like that blue bin outside. It's just recycle.
Indeed, sir. But don't forget, guys, the link isn't in because I didn't know whether it was coming in or not, but I will be adding it later. There's a penalty here for somebody. Wolves have got a penalty, I think.
They're already 2-0 up, aren't they?
And he's missed it. What an awful penalty. Yeah, they're 2-0 up. It was Wolves, and it was the most awful penalty you have seen. 3 minutes worth of injury time at the end of the first half on here.
I tell you what, that's a bold statement because we've seen some awful penalties in the last year.
Well, yes, this is true. But no, sorry, I was about to say, West Ham Unofficial. Make sure you give them a follow on Twitter and also on YouTube as well. It's a great channel. He's a good lad, is Jake. Make sure you get over there and give him a subscribe. After you subscribe to me, of course, do that first.
I'll transfer that $5 over later, mate.
That's all right, mate. I'm sending you a tenner. I'm being done here.
All right.
But that's what your dad. That's what your fee is, according to your dad. It's midweek, so it's cheaper.
Oh yeah, but he said £10. I said £5. That's because he takes 50% agent fees and everything else. That's why.
Get yourself a new agent, mate. How was the cruise, by the way? Was it good?
No, it was good. Yeah, nice 2 weeks away.
Are you ever going to sort of grow into those sunglasses? You know what I mean?
It's just recycle, isn't it? Just repeat, recycle, reuse, all of them.
I had to have a look and I thought, how are they staying on his head?
Yeah, they're not that bad. I've got them here, hang on.
Oh. It is half time, folks. These we've got to see. Well, you see, there we go. I mean, how you know when you go onto one of those sites and you can put glasses on yourself and that. It's like that.
Make me big, Chris. Make me big. Let's have a proper look.
Oh, I'm sorry. Richard, that wasn't me. All right, mate. That wasn't me. Let's hang on.
Oh, Chris, I've messed up all your graphics now.
You've messed this. I wasn't ready for that. You've messed up my graphics. Here we go. Then let me do this. Then I'm going to make you bigger.
All right. Press the right button. There we go. So you're not that bad.
Why are your arms browner than your face?
Well, it's nice tan, isn't it?
Did the sun only come up so high?
God, it's a nice tan, though. That's all right.
Yeah, I thought, oops.
Chris, don't want that.
Hang on. Yeah, I thought the sun might just have sort of come up to there, and then your face was in the shade because your arms are brown.
Well, to be fair, I'm surprised there ain't just a big line there from all my sunglasses were.
Oh, that is very true. They're obviously not working. Jake, look, thanks very much for coming on, mate. It's been...
Oh, am I getting kicked off now? Am I all right?
You said you had to go at half time.
Yeah, all right. Oh, is it half time? Is it? All right.
Exactly. That's how exciting it was.
Yeah.
Somebody did actually just say it's like watching Laurel and Hardy.
I don't know what that is.
I'm going to say you could have said Morecambe and Wise. You'd have had no idea. Cannon and Ball.
Oh, I know what Morecambe and Wise is.
I don't know what the equivalent is today.
Ant and Dak.
Dick and Dom. Is it Dick and Dom still?
Dick and Dom, yeah.
Yeah.
Dick and Dom.
Well, I'll be Dom. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I ain't being Dick either.
Alfie likes water. I named my kitten Vardy after Jamie Vardy because he's my favourite player. What do you think? Do you think Jamie Vardy has been the best striker for Leicester? You can't argue, can you? You know. He's certainly in the top one. Let me say that to pinch Brian Clough saying. No.
Have you got your presenter cards as well there, Chris? You got it all.
I've got what, sorry?
You're like presenter cards.
I've got a bit of paper. Does that count?
Oh, right. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Don't have Jake back on.
Yeah. You probably just got my name wrote on there. Yeah. He's coming on. His name's Jake.
That's the line. Crossed you out. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can remember you, Jake. No, seriously, mate. I'm going to go off and have a break and water the plants and pick the kids up from the pool. What have you? Thanks for good luck. Thursday you play, you said, didn't you?
Thank you. Yeah.
Good luck.
And one bit of advice to save electricity: turn them lights off. Turn them fairy lights off.
Them is nothing compared to the big studio light I've got here.
Oh, sorry. I got one as well. We've all got one. Here it is. Let's see. There it is. There's my light. Look.
Yeah, it's exactly. That's what gets the old meter spinning round. But seriously, mate, good luck on Thursday. Hope you don't win on the weekend. Have you got the weekend?
Villa.
I'm torn now.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to beat Chelsea, so if you win, we're going to be bottom.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, exactly. But I do hope you do well in Europe, mate.
Cheers, mate. I'll speak to you soon, yeah?
Take care, buddy. All the best.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Thanks to Jake there. Like I said, West Ham Unofficial. Get over on his Twitter, give him a sub, and on a follow, and on the old YouTube, West Ham Unofficial TV, give him a subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel as well, and smash those likes if you can. It does help with the algorithms, and at my age, I need all the help I can get. Like I say, I'm going to go and have a bit of a watering of the garden. I will be back in about 3-4 minutes when we will be speaking to Brad. We'll be back in a bit. Take care.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester LTIDtv
For all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester LTIDtv
For all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Hello and welcome back. So, Stockport County 0, Leicester City 0 at half time. No extra time, it's straight to penalties. And could we see penalties going out the window? Well, seeing Leicester going out the cup at least. We've got 29 watching at the moment, 13 likes. Please smash the likes, guys. It does help. And if you are new to the channel and you haven't done before, please subscribe. We do a lot of just general football, not just Leicester. We do prediction shows, reviews, quizzes, fun, banter. We do everything, basically. Talking of doing everything, here's a man who does. Brad.
Hello, sir. Hello.
How the devil are you?
I'm good because at least I've got my work to keep me occupied because that first half was boring.
It was. I think I spoke to Jake more about West Ham than I probably did about this game.
You know the game's bad when you're discussing what you had for dinner with people, like what everybody's had for tea with mates. You know it's a bad game when that's happening. But I'm not sure if we should have expected anything different in an annoying way because of everything that's going on. It's normally the case, isn't it, when a team's got so much turmoil around them? Because we're not just talking the transfers. We're talking now, you know, papers are throwing sackings. They're talking ownership takeovers. They really have got. Well, yeah, there was one rumour at one point saying that.
I've lost you, Brad.
Fuck's sake. Can you hear me?
I heard you. I hope it was Fox. I think I heard. I just heard.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I meant, mate.
Yeah, he said one something, and then I lost it after that.
I don't know if it was just someone jumped on the bandwagon because of the reports of Rodgers getting sacked and whatnot, but there was a small report that obviously not that reliable. It was saying that the source, the American company that's looking at Manchester United, was also interested in Leicester. But
I remember that now. I mean, it's just when a team is struggling, then the papers just take everything that they can, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And it's hard. You know, I feel sorry for the players that are committed to our club that want to be here and earn their place, because it must be so hard to train and get yourself prepared for this game, because Stockport have come here to play, haven't they? They've come here to cause the upset. They don't care if it's not the magic of the FA Cup. It's the magic of the League Cup for them. They want to kick Leicester while they're down. And they're doing a good job with it at the moment, keeping us 0-0.
Terry says here, last big rumour and heard on 5 Live, club up for sale, Americans looking. Richard, thank you very much for letting him come on, mate. We had some great banter. I hope he is okay and he didn't mind missing his cricket. Appreciate that. Send the invoice, mate, and obviously I'll add your agency fee on as well. Cheers, Richard. Take care, buddy. Jeff, we're talking about ex-players. Alfie's had to go. Sorry, thanks for popping on, Alfie. Much appreciated. Alec, again, where are we watching it? We're not, mate. We've got a stream on here, which is like graphics, and that's as good as it gets. I don't know. Would we be surprised if we were sold?
I mean, no. And that's not just because of recent news. That kid, and he is still a kid, in not just in terms of his age, but in a business sense, has lost a great deal and had to take a great deal on. I would be saddened if our club was lost to somebody else, and I hope them rumours aren't true. But I wouldn't fault him either. It's a lot of responsibility that was unfortunately put upon him due to circumstances out of his control. And as much as you love a football club as their family does, it can take its toll. And you can just think, I haven't got the expertise and the experience to do this. I'm not my father. As much as I love this club, I don't want to be the reason he gets ruined. You don't know what's going through his head over the last couple of years.
No, you're quite right, and you couldn't. You couldn't blame him because of everything he's done. And maybe COVID has hit his. We've seen how many companies have gone out of business totally during the COVID. And like you say, he's had to take that. I mean, thankfully, he's part of a big family. We don't know. And at the end of the day, I'm sure. If he was to sell it on, I think he'd probably do his best, and you're never 100% sure, but do his best to make sure we were sold to some good people. And you don't know, it might be people with more money. We will wait. But I certainly, I don't want them to go. Don't get me wrong, I don't want him to go. But Terry says here, no final product again. I mean, what did you think of the starting lineup?
It was pretty much what I expected. I was calling for shop window players to be played, and I think a lot of fans were expecting to see what players that are on the fringe of the first team have to offer, and give Brendan. And we're probably hoping to give Brendan, no matter your opinion on him or whether you think he should be manager or not, giving him a headache to select for the upcoming game against Chelsea. It's not quite gone to fruition. I think you can see that the confidence is low throughout the team. I mean, Pratt should have shot at least twice in one of his. Well, it wasn't a chance in the end. He lost the ball, but it's stuff like that. It's shooting from 30, 50 yards. We're not a team that's scoring 4 or 5 a game, so you're not saying it's just cockiness and confidence doing that. It's desperation to try and get a goal in the first 5 minutes. This performance does reek of a team that's completely devoid of confidence throughout right now. It's almost like the whole team's not had their head turned, but has lost their head a little bit with everything that's going on. And you can just see it on the pitch. It's so disruptive, our build-up play. It's not looking promising.
The game?
No, I wish I was, but they're talking about it in so much detail.
Oh yeah. No, I just wondered if he did send me the link, but no, I mean there's players in there. I mean, there's no Samari, which is no surprise because he is supposed to be looking at possibly moving. No Fofana again. I mean, I made a point earlier with Fofana, right? And I know we've covered this in more detail than we need to, but I just thought, right. Shots of him sat in the crowd, and he was always going to get picked out by the cameras and fans, phones and what have you. But he actually didn't. You always he didn't celebrate when they scored. And I'm just thinking, how the hell do you go into training the day after and face those people, your colleagues, who are busting a gut? When you didn't feel your head around to not play, but you didn't even celebrate when one of your work colleagues scored.
No, it's true, and I suppose there's only one or two ways you can look at it. I mean, Brendan Rodgers has always reiterated that, despite where his head's at and everything that's going on, he's remained ever professional when he's been going to work, except for when he does his main part of his job, which is he can't be bothered to go on the pitch. But I mean, we've just had
I still think if I was if I was a player, I'd be saying to him the next morning, "What you think you're doing? When we're paying your wages, we're your teammates, and you can't even be happy for us." I think I would have difficulty in actually even looking him in the eyes. I'm going to go there now, Brad, because the second half's kicked off.
Yeah. So I will pop on at full time.
And I would say no extra time. It's straight to penalties. So depending what happens when it happens, fingers crossed we'll be celebrating at the end. Thanks for popping on, mate.
No worries, buddy.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
let Brad go and let him be able to listen to the match so that he knows what he's talking about, which you could argue I don't. Richie says Archie's saying he's not getting sacked. I think he would have gone by now, to be honest with you. If he was going to go after the performance against Southampton, he would have done by now. I think if we lose tonight, I think it's going to be very, very difficult for him to stay in the job. I really, really do. Alpine, no, there's not. This is as good as we can get because it's Carabao Cup. It's not being covered. It's not being covered by most. Any, to be honest with you. Even on Sky, they've got a camera there with one guy doing if anything happens. So they're not actually, nobody's covering the match. Like they do with Premier League matches, even if they're not showing it, they're recording it. Just in case you're watching the graphic, please remember, like I said, they've not changed. Not changed halves. For some reason the graphic doesn't do that. So it doesn't look like they're playing the same way they are according to the graphic, but obviously they're not. Archie, are you watching it? You've got a link, have you? Honest with you, mate, I could not find one full stop. I'm not going to lie. Not that you didn't have to pay for. So we had 92 attacks we've had to 26 for Stockport County, 38 dangerous to 15 for Stockport County. And we've had 8 shots off target and 6 shots on target. We still haven't got the one that we want, which is obviously into the net. How's the game going? It's difficult, mate. Fair enough, Archie. I got a fire stick and I still couldn't get it on that. So there we go. It's kind of it's boring, to be honest with you, Poms. It's 0-0. There's nothing I can say more than that, to be honest with you. Let me just update this here. Kids, documentary, movies, music, Sky Sport, pay-per-view, plus general sport. So you're not. We can't watch, but we're not actually missing much. So there we go. Dear. I just fear if we don't win this, I just fear for Rodgers. I won't cry for him because I think any manager that gets sacked does really, really well out of the the signing off fee. It's compensation, so I don't feel sorry for any of them. But it can't go on. Something's not right. Something is not right. Archie says, "We're not missing much." I didn't think so, mate. Didn't think so. If Rodgers goes, what will happen during the World Cup? See, I said that at the start of the season, Jeff. But can we afford to wait that long? That's my point. I said I've said that right from pre-season. That is when a lot of managers will be looking over the shoulder. Get somebody new in. They've got the 4 weeks of the World Cup to get used to the players that haven't gone. They've then got a couple of weeks before the transfer window opens. But when West Ham are playing Aston Villa at the weekend, we are playing Chelsea. We have not got the bottle that Leeds have got, I don't think. So I don't think we're going to beat Chelsea. So we could, come Saturday night, potentially be bottom of the league. If that's not sackable, I don't know what is. Well, you know, we will see. We will see. We've all got our own opinions, and everything that happens when when you're least expecting it. Doug's in. Good evening, Doug. How are you? Welcome along, sir. I really wish I was actually still watching your prediction show, because it's probably more exciting than this game. So it's 0-0. Somebody just put in another chat here. Where are the goals? I don't. What the hell are goals? You know. Cyber Leader, you've just missed Jake, mate. How the devil are you? Jake was on for the first half. Hope you are both well, you and Doug. And thank you everybody that's new. We've got a lot of new watchers in. If you are new, please, if you can subscribe to the chat or subscribe to the channel, sorry, and like the chat, it would be absolutely fandabby-dozy, as Nicola Sturgeon would say. It would be great. So appreciate all the new watchers coming in. Sorry we haven't got a live link, but this is it's better than listening to it on the radio and trying to do it. Let's see, again, we're having another attack. I don't think there's any substitutes been made yet. Let's have a look. No, doesn't look like there is yet. It might not be so long, and he brings the big guys on. As in regards to how the players are going, Inacho, Tielemans, Barnes, and Pratt. They're all pretty. There's nobody getting more than 7. Nobody getting more than 7. Some of them haven't even got marks at all. I don't know why. But like I say, it's good to see Soyuncu back. Haven't seen much of Vestergaard. Got to be honest with you, I keep seeing Vestergaard going forward, so I've got to give him credit here. Well done, Yannick. Luke Thomas seems to have had a quiet game, not seen much of him. Pratt's been peppering the box with a lot of shots, so well done. And Harvey Barnes as well. Inacho and Daka. Inacho's out on the wing. He should be up front in the 2 up front. But who knows? Who knows? The secret to the black magic box, as they say. It'd be worrying if we don't get a goal, because it's going to go straight to penalties, and of course then it's just a lottery. Jeff, no, don't you start. No, Jeff. Do not come in here saying that word. I'm sorry, it is just not allowed at all. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I was on Ant's show the other night, and he said that, and I think I swore at him. Dyche, he wants that. He'd take Dyche. He wants Rodgers out straight away now, a bit like I do, I suppose. But he'd say take Dyche until the window, and I'm like, I would not take Dyche. I would literally go down myself and build a moat around the ground so that we can't get in. Really would. Yeah, not a bad signing at all. I mean, I'd be worried. I mean, I was talking to Jake earlier, and you know what? I mean, we are 1 point above you. There's Wolves, us, West Ham. That's the bottom 3, mate. You've made signings and you're bottom. We haven't made any signings, and we are, we're down there. So, what I suppose what I'm saying is, what's your excuse, if you like? Yeah, there's no extra time made. It is straight to penalties. And to be honest with you, a lot of cup games should be. I think we get a lot more upsets. They were certainly reduced with only replays. All these games we're having to play, especially this season when we've got a bloody World Cup in the middle of it. Jeff, no, I'm sorry, Jeff. That's your second warning. 3rd time you removed from the chat. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'd have Botch, definitely. Yeah. I'm good. I am good, Douglas. I hope you are well. I always said we would never get Poch, but why not? He's got unfinished business. You know, I'd take Arteta. And when you look at Arteta at Arsenal, at least he's moving forward. He's getting that team better. He's getting players out. He's bringing, the players he wants in. He's turning that team round. Rodgers started well, and maybe it is third season syndrome. Liverpool fans, Doug's in was saying that. Even Rob Tanner at the Athletic, who we've got on next Monday. So make sure to tune in at that at 9:00 next Monday. He said exactly the same about the 3 seasons. So LCFC Grey, welcome along, sir. Oh, Leicester are making a substitution. Let us have a look. It doesn't tell me it yet. Hang on, it's coming up. I'm just making a couple here. I had a graphic that would tell me who it is. That would be really, really helpful. I'm guessing he's bringing the big guns on. If he takes Pratt off, I won't be happy, because Pratt seems to be one of our best players. But it's good to see that we've rejected a third bid off Chelsea anyway. Just on the little subs haven't come up yet. We're looking on a couple of sites here. We'll update that as soon as we've got it. It was the goal kick, Everson. But yeah, 70 million, 60 plus 10 million add-ons, which, and obviously at Chelsea's end, they get that to 80. But it's not, it's 70. We want 80 Chelsea. Bugger off. So I've just read that again, LCFC Grey, and thank you for subbing and following me from the other night. Really do appreciate it, mate. How bloody bad are we? I mean, somebody just said who's active in he's got a chip and he can watch the game. I said we're not missing much, so that kind of, in fairness, subs it up. Moyes is a big dinosaur. I've got to be honest with you. I'm surprised. I thought, yeah, you've had 2 very good seasons when normally you are sort of in that bottom half, flirting with relegation a bit. And I thought you were going to be like that last season, but he's got you into Europe. But it's strange when you've made this new side. Oh, Tielemans had a shot on target and it's saved. It's surprising that you have made all those signings and you're still down there. Terry, does this match so far indicate that half our squad are only Division 1 level, or League 2 even? League 2, mate. League 2. What are you saying? Hello to everybody else. Daka is Musa in disguise. I'm afraid you see, I like Musa. So I would have to disagree with you. Well, disagree with you. I just think he's, give him a chance. And let's be honest with you, Musa never got played in the right position. He was always stuck out on the wing. The few games that he got, Scott, we're likely to get Big Sam. No, Scott. That's not the score. I wish it was, but we have had 3 corner kicks. Villa scored straight from the corner earlier. I don't know if Leicester can ever manage that. I very much doubt it. Yeah, come on, you foxes. Agree, LCFC Grey. What did you have for dinner? Just had lasagna. What did I had? Chicken and chips. That's more exciting than the game, to be honest with you. Another corner. These have lost 4 out of 5 games. Yeah, and it's the 5th, is it? I don't know. It's 4th corner. While they're doing this, let's just see if I can get the substitutes up. Castagna has come on from Mendy, and Maddison has come on from Daka. So what he's doing He's leaving Barnes up front on his own, and Barnes can't play up front on his own. Yep. Cheers, Gray. You do realise if we score, we could still lose. Well, hey, we want to. I was going to say we want to score in the 98th minute, and then we haven't got time to concede. But I've just remembered Tottenham and West Ham. No, there's no extra time. It's straight to penalties, Cyber. No, exactly, Gray. Exactly, 100%. So Castagna and Madison are on. So we'll see if that makes any difference at all. I'd still go for Poch. I'm not going to lie. Simply because, like I said, I think he's got unfinished business. My glass is dripping again. This is the problem with having a cold drink and bringing it into a warm room. It dribbles all over. Looks like you'd wet yourself. Although at my age, it could be either. I'm not going to lie. Thanks to everybody that's new and has subbed. I appreciate it. 53% possession to Leicester there, but we're not doing much with it at the moment. We have had 116 attacks to Stockport County's 30. 58 of those have been dangerous, while only 17 of Stockport's have. We've had 17 shots. They've had 4. We've had 7 on target. They've had 1. But the big stat is 0-0. Yeah, great. I get confused a little bit with people and Barnes. And again, this is only my opinion. I'm not, saying I'm right, and you've got your opinion. You're very, very much entitled to it. I just think there's a couple of seasons ago, people were saying he needs to be. Oh, we've got a free kick. Come on, can you do it again? No, he can't. Madison, no, he couldn't do it again. He basically wasn't shooting. And everyone was saying, he needs to score more goals. He needs to score more goals. Then he was last season having a load more shots on target. Everybody was saying, oh, he's too greedy. He shouldn't be passing. He can't. I like Barnes. Gray. I do like them. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. 17 shots and can't find the onion bag. We're losing 2-0 to Crawley. Brendan will be over the moon with the stats, with the big Cheshire Cat, whatever the result. He'll come out and he'll say, oh, well, we had all the possession. We were the better team. Yeah, but if we lost, how do we work out with the better team? I don't know. Let's just catch up with some scores here. Charlton have beaten Walsall 1-0. Sheffield Wednesday are 3 up against Rochdale. And guys, if you get a chance to watch the highlights later on, I don't know what channel the highlights will be on. I think it's ITV now. Do try and watch Sheffield Wednesday's 3rd goal. It is a cracker. Shrewsbury are losing to Burnley. Barrow are drawing with Lincoln. Bolton are now, they did go ahead against Villa, they're now 2-1 down. Bradford are 2-1 down after taking the lead against Blackburn. Derby 1-0 up against West Brom. Fleetwood are losing to Everton 1-0. Forest are 2-0 up at Grimsby. Rotherham and Morecambe are 0-0. Stockport and Leicester are 0-0. Wolves are 2-1 up against Preston. Just see if there's any more that I need to do it. My Tinternet is Tinterneting at the moment. I'll just see what other scores come up. But Doug, what happened to Liverpool last night? Ian Hume, hello, how are you? Welcome along from Twitch. Give us a follow, mate, on Twitch. I'm new to it. Give us a follow or subscribe, whatever it's called, and I will give you one straight back when I go on after the match. If you are on Twitch and you follow or subscribe to me, I will always do it straight back as soon as I am next on. I'm going to be honest with you, mate. You looked it. I watched. I had the match on, and you were Man United. I don't know whether you were that bad that you made them look good, but Yeah, Man United look good. Will Leicester win, says Edwin? I've no idea, to be honest with you. At the moment, I mean, we've come up to 70 minutes. We're on the 69th minute. If it goes to penalties, I'm worried. I'm not going to lie. Are we on drugs? We're tripping. We must be. Oh, definitely. Oh, Gray. I have got to give you one of these. No, I don't. I'll give you one of these. Indeed. That's what you get. This is Leicester Till I Die. Please give us a subscribe.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV with Chris and Chums. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest. All you need for everything Leicester City FC. It's Leicester Till I Die TV.
It is. I think Perez might be coming on now. Indeed, exactly, Doug. Totally, exactly right. When we had the Great Escape season, we were losing every week. I was having an 8-hour journey round to watch that every week. And you know what? I didn't mind it because we were battling in every game. We haven't done that this season at all. If we were doing that and losing, I was saying like the lads are giving 100%. You could argue whose fault is it they're not, but I just they don't seem to be. They don't seem to be now. Whether Brendan's lost some of them or lost the whole dressing room, the captain's coming out and saying different things to what the manager is saying. So it does make you start to think, doesn't it? Let's just see who the latest one is that's come on. It's still not showing me at the moment. But yeah, sorry. And I haven't got a live stream yet. I can't find one in this country that isn't. It's because it's the Carabao, unfortunately. Even if you go onto Sky, they're not covering it. They're not showing the goals from it, so it isn't being recorded like all the Premier League games are. We'll swap with Klopp. And believe it or not, he says no thanks. Laurel's had to go to bed, Andrew. And I knew you'd think I was hardy. You're telling me I'm the fat one, which, to be honest with you, I can't argue with. I'm not going to lie. Will Leicester win? We've done that one. Chris, thought since Seagraves we have been pants. Yeah, but we need it. I just think we need it. If we're looking at the future, we've got to back this up with the stadium expansion, which hopefully now there's another meeting next month, middle of September, which hopefully will go ahead and we'll finally get planning permission to make a move on that. But we've got to have the infrastructure. You can't have Messi. It's like having Messi playing at Rochdale. You can't do it. You've got to have that infrastructure there. But it's a hard, it's a hard balance to make. Dewsbury Hall's just had a shot. Dewsbury Hall has come on, therefore, I am presuming. He still doesn't tell me. I've just got Madison and Castagna. Oh, I hate Carabao Cup games where you can't get anything up. It's bloody annoying. And it's still not showing it. It is still not showing me on the BBC. Pull your finger out, BBC. Tell me who's come off and who's gone on and what have you. And if you do like hearing or reading a rant, get over onto the BBC website, BBC Sport Leicester City page, and they have a section every Tuesday called Tuesday Talking Point. And it is I, Leclerc. It is I that writes that. So do get over there and give it a read and let me know what your thoughts are on it. It's all, I'm going to be honest with you, it is all Leicester. And if you have a look at the stats, 80% possession, 15 shots, 4 on target, 4 corners, and we are still 0-0. Can anybody see penalties written on this? It's been a pretty quiet game for either Sun. Oh, there you go. I've said that now. You watch. But it has. And 52 likes. 52 watching. Let's up those likes. Please give the likes a smash. It helps all around with the channel and how YouTube promote us. So please say 52 in. We've only got 19 likes. Please be smashing the likes, guys. It does mean a lot, and it does make a difference with YouTube. Where are we? Oh, Perez is on. So I don't know why the BBC are not telling me who's come on. Finally. So Perez has come on for Albrighton. Castagna, as we know, has replaced Mendy. Maddison, as we know, has replaced Daka. And Dewsbury Hall has reduced Pratt. I'm sorry, for God's sake, will you get it in your brain, Brendan? You need to replace Tielemans. Now, I'm saying this with a bit of reservation because we haven't got a stream to see, so I can't see. But just from what I've seen from what's on the screen, Tielemans has not had such a good game as Pratt. And I'm only saying that because of the number of times I see the names come up. But you don't like, what's he got on you, Tielemans? Because he must have something on you to keep picking him like this and keeping him on. If I was Pratt, I'd be saying, fuck off, Brendan, I want to go. I've changed my mind. I know I changed my mind to stay, but I want to change my mind and go. Thank you very much, Gray. Much appreciated, sir. If you like it, please smash the likes. Like I say, if you haven't done already. There's no... thank you. Thank you, Doug. Means a lot. Read my blog earlier, very well written. Thank you much. How many throw-ins, Chris? Or is it stat bank? I like a stat. I'm not going to lie. And another shot off target from Maddison there. Into the last 15 minutes, guys. Into the last 15 minutes. If this goes to penalties and we lose it, we've only got ourselves to blame. It is final third. I mean, you had Inacho and Daka on. You've now got Inacho on his own. Vestergaard seems to have done all right. I'm not going to lie. I've seen him making quite a few runs forward. Tielemans came from Southampton, really. That should be a chant, shouldn't it, really? If somebody's playing bad, you're not good enough for Southampton. You're not even good enough for Southampton. Come on, Leicester. Scott, I'm in the council. It's not just Leicester Council, even my council down there. So Unchu's had a good game as well. But then again, I mean, we're judging Vestergaard and we're judging Soyuncu against Stockport County. We are 19th in the Premier League. They are 21st out of 24 in League Two. I said right at the start, didn't I? It's going to be one of those games where, if we win 4-5-0, some hope. If we win 4-5-0, then you would be sitting here going like, it's expected, but I think it's because he's talking to other teams, Scott. That's the only reason I can think. I know Palace are interested in him. And obviously, was it Monaco or Nice, one of those? Charlotte's in. Charlotte, good evening, you little Italian. How are you? 4-2. Wouldn't it be good if that was the score? But it's not. It's just corners. Dear. So the world is fine when Charlotte pops in. in fairness. So Everson's got the ball. Thomas has it. It's really hard. It's really hard to judge how good players are doing when you're playing it. And it's no disrespect to Stockport, but just where they are and where we are, we should be doing well, you know. Charlotte is jolly well. Jolly well. Doug, has Everson had much to do? Very little. I mean, they've had 4 shots and only one of those has been on target. So a couple of corners, but another shot off target by Dewsbury Hall. We're coming up to the last 10 minutes. I see penalties. Yes. I wonder what we do in training. Pose for pictures, I think, don't we? 52% possession you can see there for Leicester. Palace, Forest and many clubs abroad supposedly interested in Samari, but Nice is the only one that I've seen with the bid, I believe. You could well be right. Yeah, Scott, it's probably, pass it to the left now, pass it to the right now, pass it to the left. It's like line dancing, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to sing steps. I promise you. Water polo training, don't knock it. Dr. Dre, how we doing? Leicester for the win. No penalties, my man. I hope you are right. I hope you are right, Dre. I really do. How was dinner tonight, Charlotte? What did you have? Lobster? T-bone steak? This could be. If we lose this is embarrassing. And Inacho has another shot off target. Do you think anyway? Do you think we could have any nets? I know we spent £1 million on this training ground, but do you think there's any chance that we could ever actually get any nets in so that we know what one actually looks like to shoot at? 5-2. I tell you what, and I know I've taken the chat off here, but honestly, some people that are in this chat, they are absolutely, all they're doing is swearing. And Tielemans has the shot off target. So goal kick to Stockport County. So nothing came of the corner. Priscilla would say, surprise, surprise. Norwich are beating Bournemouth. The embarrassing thing is that this, I think, I've not obviously checked all the other scores, but this is going to be the embarrassing one. Oh, honestly. I don't know, mate. Honestly, Gray, at this rate, I don't think we know what a goal looks like. I think we should give everybody a picture. Oh. Well, in fairness, Andrew, I've got to say, if I did, it would be better best forgotten. Ta-da! Thank you. I'm here all week. What can I say? It's another corner. Oh, come on. You got to give me credit for that one. That was not bad. That was not bad. There we go. Well, that's a point, Scott. That is a point. We've made 4 subs. I don't know how many allowed. Yeah, definitely. Hide behind the. It's like when we used to watch Doctor Who as a kids. I was always behind the sofa. The Daleks and the Cybermen. They were the two that did me. And what was about the Cybermen just sent chills. Oh. It's a free kick to Stockport County. We are coming up to the last 5 minutes, and I don't think there's going to be an awful lot of added time on, to be honest with you. That's a good argument there, Gray. Good argument. We boring quail. Oh gosh, Charlotte, I'm so God. Have words with Mater. Yes, Mother, we do not want quail yet again. God, I've never had it. I don't even know what it tastes like. It kind of shows how this match is going when Charlotte's quail is more exciting than Leicester City's football. Come on, Vestergaard, nip up in the 89th minute and a header, get on the end of the ball and get a goal. That's what we need. And we're into the last 5 minutes now. And another shot off target by Tielemans. I tell you what, William Tell's not got anything to worry about, has he? Bloody hell. It's the final countdown. Matty's in. Good evening, Matty. How are you? Thank you very much. As Doug says there, 60 watching. Like the stream and sub if you are new. Thank you very much. Please do. Charlotte, you know what's worst about that is the fact that you're going to set Doug off. We're not going to be doing a post-match show tonight because it'll be on a bit late, but we will be staying on after the game to talk about it. But it looks like it's going to go to penalties anyway, unless something amazing happens. I don't get Link taking Daka off and leaving Inacho on. I love Inacho, but he can't play on his own. Lars, lost your bet? Probably, mate, if you put a bet on them to win. Ali from South Africa. Hello, sir. How the devil are you? Welcome along. Edwin is in. Good evening, Edwin. Matty, Everton have been poor. They're lucky to be 1 up. I'd take that, mate. I'd take that. Yeah, we got Forest in I think it's early September after the break, after the international break. Well, Stockport have got a counter attack for him to block it, hopefully. Tell you what, he's had one of the better games. The shot off target there for Stockport. In what I can see on here, he's had one of these a decent game. He's been taking the ball forward a lot. Funch's had a good game as well. Tielemans has been okay. I would like to have seen him off and Pratt stayed on though. Inacho, go on. Tielemans has got the ball. Can we do anything with it? Into the last 2 minutes, minute and a half to go. What's happening? Stockport County throwing. Wow. Lampard and Rodgers should team up. Have a very poorly toe. Well, you're nailed on there for a hospital visit, aren't you? Nailed. Yeah, Brad will be coming on once the final whistle has gone. Utter garbage. Yeah. Conjunctivitis. Oh, there's the site for sore eyes.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Doug.
Listen, get a life, will you, love?
Sorry, mate. And Stockport are making a substitution. I think they're going to hoping it's going to go to penalties. It goes to penalties. We all know it's a lottery, a total lottery. Yes, I agree, Highfields. And I did say that. I mean, I think Brendan Rodgers should have gone Monday morning. Now, 4 minutes of added time on, 4 minutes away from penalties. This would be embarrassing. He should have been sacked 9 o'clock Monday morning. Top should have been banging on his office door saying, get the arse out of here and let's get somebody else in. If we lose tonight, surely he's got to go. He's got to go if we lose tonight. Scott. I'm not going to put that one up. Absolutely pathetic. Rodgers gone tonight. He couldn't win a raffle. I think he will go. I mean, if we were to score a goal now in the last 4 minutes and go through 1-0 or go through on penalties, there are still lots of questions that need to be asked. I'm sorry, we should be beating this team by 4-5-0. And I'm not disrespecting Stockport County, but we should. But please give us a sub if you are new. I really do appreciate it. And we've got 21 likes. Come on, guys. 67 watching, only 21 likes. Let's get that up. So we've got 4 minutes added on, and we're just coming up now to the 92nd minute. I don't want us to lose so that Brendan is sacked. You know, I'm not one of those. I want us to win every game. But if we win, I just think it's delaying the inevitable. It's like when Leicester beat Chelsea and drew with Man City, or the other way around. With Claude Puel, it just kept him in the job for a couple more months. But this is embarrassing. This is... minute and a half to go. If we lose this, I just don't know what I'm going to say. Polo is in. Think we'll win the league again? Yeah, maybe after I'm dead, Polo. I stubbed my toe on Lancelot. It's a suit of armour at the bottom of the staircase. I am out of the team. Well, you know, if you go around kicking Lancelot, what do you expect? No shocks in the other game, just in this one. Exactly. We're gonna be in the news again, aren't we? They only won one game, 1-0 against Colchester. Well, it's one more than we've won so far this season, Highfield, isn't it? You know, we are into the last 20 seconds. It's a free kick. Oh, Stockport County got a yellow card. Is something happening in the box? Is it a penalty? I am clutching at straws here. I am clutching at straws. Look at it this way. If we sack him, 30 million. If we keep him, relegation, even more money lost. That's what you got to balance up. That's what Topper's got to look at. We are now over the 94 minutes. We need to sell Fofana, doesn't want to play. Another shot off target by Vestergaard. Well, he nearly, 94th minute, he nearly did it for me. He nearly proved my prediction right. And it's ended. It is 0-0. It is penalties. We haven't got a Scooby-Doo. We haven't even got that, mate. No, you're quite right. We just haven't. Fingers crossed, just Dominic. David S. All I can say, Chris, we are simply crap. Barnes is a one-trick pony who has stopped improving. Yuri is shot. Daka appears to be useless. Manders is the only one who can hold his head high. Yeah. Leeds just beat Chelsea. I haven't touched alcohol since 2017. This is making me need a drink. Don't, mate. I feel don't. I mean, this is Leicester because you'll have another one at the weekend and another one the weekend after that. It's a downward spiral. I think even if we lose on penalties, Rodgers will stay. I think he will, but I don't want him to. Evening, Chris. Good evening, James. How are you? Carabao, Leicester. Antonio Santucci, where are we watching the match? We're not. We don't have a stream. We're just watching it on here. Yeah, you've asked 3 times the same question. In a minute, I will block you if you ask once more. You could say to Brendan, that's another fine mess you got us into. He hasn't got us out of the last mess yet. Scott, yeah, as you said there, please stop spanning. Thank you, Scott. And just hear the excuses. We played a really good side tonight and could have won it. He just has his scripts. He thinks, oh, hang on, this is Brendan. You know, no, but he's got all his scripts. He goes, this one will do. Yes, I'll read this one. Leicester need to keep Rodgers. This is not his doing. He's the manager, Calibo. He's the manager. The book stops with him. We are rubbish. Yes, we are, C96. James Dunlop, hit the like. Thank you very much. To be fair, Stockport, we are world beaters. We are holding them 0-0. Bugsy 55, 26 shots, no goals, lol. Again, welcome if you're watching on Twitch. If you are on Twitch, give us a follow and I will all follow everybody straight back whenever. Charlotte doesn't drink alcohol when she's asleep. It makes a mess on the bed, doesn't it? Okay, cheers, James. He's been blocked by 3 mods. Well, at least we got him. It is penalties. God knows what's going to happen. I dread to think. This is Leicester Till I Die TV. It's the Carabao Cup second round. Stockport 0, Leicester City 0, and it's penalties.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Indeed, 90 in the chat, 89 now. Somebody's just popped out. Please do press the likes, and we're on to penalties. Whoops. Right, here we go. Leicester City taking the first penalty. I am nervous. I'm not sure what is happening here. So it looks like Stockport County, are they taking the first penalty? Ivan, good evening from Canada. It looks like the graphic has frozen. I don't know what's happening with the graphic. Maybe it just doesn't do. I know they don't always do extra time. They're showing that it's now gone over to Leicester City, but they're not showing who's scoring. We scored decent pen as it 1-1. How have Leicester played tonight? Shit. Words of one syllable. 1-0 against Chelsea. Good luck with that one. It isn't. It's on the. Just on here, we don't have any links. Stockport County, hey, you guys, you've held on. I felt a bit, but fair play to you. It's not. It's moving the shots across, but it's not saying who's scoring goals, which seems a little bit Irish. Yuri Tillemans has converted his. Right, let me, because that isn't going to show anything, so there's no point me leaving that up. So let me get rid of that, and there you are. You can see me in my full beautiful glory. Maddison's missed it. Maddison has missed a penalty. Whoa. What the fuck? But Stockport have also missed a penalty. Stockport have missed again. Whoa. Barrow Lincoln has gone to penalties as well. But that was 2-2. So it looks like it's. I'm lost here as to what's going on, guys. Sky is really a bit slow as well. Bournemouth has gone to penalties as well. Somebody's won because everybody's running onto the pitch. Hopefully that's not Stockport. Newport have beaten, I think it could be Newport. Newport have beaten Portsmouth 3-2. Perez has missed a penalty, for fuck's sake. Did somebody say something about a brothel? And neither team seemed to be able to score penalties in this match. So looking at the moment, it's Leicester have got 2, Stockport have scored 1. Oh, we're playing in gold. We've been playing in gold today, folks. Dewsbury Hall is coming up to take a penalty. If we score this, we are through. It's on to Dewsbury Hall. Lincoln have beaten Barrow on penalties. Dewsbury Hall, left-footed. Oh, yes, that was close. Oh. And that is us through. You know, we couldn't... we couldn't beat a League Two side in 90. No, we could not. Leicester just posted on Twitter. Didris, you on Twitch again? Mate, give us a follow on Twitch and I'll follow you back. You've won Dewsbury Hall. Yes, it wasn't easy, was it? 3-1. Well, with Fofana departure, it'll be more awful. I just wish he'd piss off now, to be honest with you. Iverson saved 3 penalties. So they were saved, were they? Not missed, in fairness. Charlotte, I am terrific at taking penalties. Well, get yourself a Leicester shirt and get on. Rodgers is tactically naive. He's tactically shit, mate. You know, he's outthought by Ralph Hussenhall, who has had 2 9-0s against him. And he sat there 1-0 down and thought, I can still win this. He's out-tacticked by Arteta, who's the newest manager in the league. Anybody else, you know... How on earth have we fallen so far? Exactly, we've got worse and worse and worse, and that's the thing. I think Rodgers has to be sacked, and in my opinion, he'll be the first manager. I'm agreeing. I can't argue with that, mate. Stockport are useless. Hey, I mean, they may not have given us much of a match, as in we had all the possession, we had all the shots, blah, 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 blah. But they held a Premier League side for 90 minutes, 94 minutes. Fulham have been knocked out by Crawley Town. The only real... Well, at least we're not an upset. But was that good enough? Was that good enough? I'm going to be honest with you, Doug. I think he should have gone already. He should have gone Monday morning. If we'd lost tonight, he would have gone. I want him to go, but I don't want Leicester to lose, if you get what I mean. So, but I think, I mean, I'd still get rid of him now, but I think so, yes. Yeah. If we ask nicely, Chelsea might let us win. We believe that we're in trouble. Castrion, Rodgers in, out, Poch in. Definitely agree with that saying. Jeff, never a doubt in the result. Yeah, but how many whiskies have you had, mate? I know, I remember. Mad, who could we get if Rodgers is gone? Poch. I mean, you know, everybody's saying Dyche. Rodgers, look, let me if Rodgers goes, we're not going to get Potter from Brighton. Why would he leave? Why would he leave? He's doing a, he's there for a process, and it's working for him at the moment. The same, I think, with Vieira at Palace. we have to improve. Dyche, Allardyce, no. Poch, I've been saying no for ages, but he has got unfinished business. 3 hours of football and the goalkeeper is still Leicester's top scorer. No, I love Ranieri, and if he walked in here tonight, he could bend me over and I'd have his babies. But you know what? He had to go when he had to go. He had to go. Yes. Okay, now somebody I hadn't thought of, Doug. Would I take Sarri? Yes, I would. Because I think he did all right. As long as he doesn't buy that stupid goalkeeper. Leicester finished club. We'll see. We'll see, mate. Poch, no chance. We aren't ambitious enough. We said that when we went and got Rodgers. You know, and we've done it in the past. We went and got Wallace when he'd just done 9 out of 9 at Rangers. Stay calm, keep the faith. Terry says, come to something when Vestergaard nearly man of the match. I'm not talking about managers until Brendan goes. Yeah, I get why you're saying that, Archie. I do get what you're saying. Matty, I'm going to say this to you, that's all.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Indeed. Mad, the thing is that it's not that we can't afford new players, we can, but we've got too many. We can only register 25. We've already got 27, so why buy more? We just become a cheap Barcelona then. So the money is there, and we would simply pay him off. Hassan, I get what you mean. I'm getting sick and tired of this Rodgers quit now. JM, I presume you're in Stockport County, not a Notts County. Mate, well done tonight. Oh, you were lucky. We threw everything, including the kitchen sink, at you, and you held on for 90 minutes. Credit where credit is due. If you show that resilience, mate, you should start moving up that table. So well done to Stockport County. Yes, they went out, but they took a Premier League side, what we're saying, 50, 60 places above them. And, you know, well done. All I'm saying is well done to Stockport. Well done, mate. He cost us the European League that season, and now he will cost us relegation. Richard, you know what? Richard, ouch.
What a total moron.
Sorry, Richard, but you come in and say those words here, and that's what you get. But a win is a win, as you said earlier. Hassan, I'm getting sick and tired of this now. Rodgers out. Highfield says Chelsea have pulled the plug on Fofana. I know we refused the third, did we not? We refused the third offer of 60 plus 10. So I'm not sure what's happening with that. But I'm just trying to see what's it on, mate? Is it on? I take it it's on Sky, is it then? If that's the case. Let's just run through some of the results. Brad's in, and we're coming in a second. So Villa beat Bolton 4-1. It was Cambridge 0, Southampton 3. Colchester City 0, Brentford 2. Crawley 2, Fulham 0. Fleetwood 0, Everton 1. Grimsby Town 0, Nottingham Forest 3. Boo. Norwich 2, Bournemouth 2. Bournemouth win 5-3 on penalties. Oxford United 0, Crystal Palace 2. Stockport 0, Leicester City 0. Leicester City win 3-1 on penalties. And Wolves 2, Preston North End 1. Do you think I could get the job on the BBC? If you got to go, Brad's coming in a minute. We're going to be talking about the game. But if you've got to go, please, before you go, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you for everybody who's been in tonight. Brad, I'm going to get you in now. I'm just going to clear these comments. Zero Whiskey Chris, it's 5 in the morning here. Tell you what, mate, when's that stopped you? Richard, no, we said that, Richard. No. Let's just get up. Scott, yeah, I possibly couldn't show that, but I do share your sentiments. I mean, it'll take you to the new level, the championship. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. I'm laughing because if I didn't laugh, I'd cry. Fafana out, Tillerman's out, loyalty, get players that graft. Galibo, hi, good evening, how are you? Welcome along. Gray, we would do better with Cloder Rogers. Do you remember Cloder Rogers? Was it? I'm just a jack in the box. Yeah, no, there we go. I've just revisited my Chelsea match prediction for Chelsea 5, Leicester 1 if we're lucky. Charlotte, what's the difference between Leicester City and a tea bag? Yeah, we're still in the cup, Charlotte. We're still in the cup. Did you post that before we got through? Hello. It's been nice sticking with this. Thank you very much, hello. That means an awful lot to me. Thank you so very much. We'll be back doing the same for Chelsea at the weekend. So I've not put the details up yet. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. But to subscribe to the channel and click notifications, and you will never miss a show. Thank you for your kind words. I do actually, if they had my size, which is basically fat git size, I would buy one, but they haven't. The Sun, well, I'm mixed on the Sun, to be honest with you, because yes, they're owned by the same company that owns Sky, and I believe Sky, so, to me, they are one of the more reliable ones. But I do tend to stick with Rod Tanner in the Athletic, and Rod Tanner is joining us on Monday at 9 o'clock, and I'm sure he'll have a lot to say. I sound just like who? Who do I sound like? Watford lost. Oh, right, lost to Wembley Gons. Yeah, I do like the new kits, like I just said. Cheers, Chris. Take care, mate. Yeah, cheers, mate. Well done, James, at Everton going through, mate. Tied to the proverbial ducks as well, but you did get there. Bringing an always a Brad in charge with wise old Craig as an assistant. Hey, couldn't do any worse, the pair of them. Do you prefer a fry up or seeing Rogers at East Midlands Airport? Either or. I love a fry up, I'm not going to lie. I certainly do remember Cloder Chris. I know. Oh, those tight short. No, you got me going now because I remember what she wore in that Eurovision. I fit in the medium. My body like it. My body's like it. I have got the body of a god. It happens to be Buddha, but it's still a god. Everybody's saying goodbye to each other. I've caught up with the chat. Let's bring him in now. Hopefully he's not going to swear. I don't know if his camera's working. Probably not. But as long as his microphone is, that's fine. Brad, good evening. Talk about skin of the teeth.
Good evening, Chris. I don't know if there was much good about it. It was great for me because I was feeling tired before the game, and that nearly sent me to sleep with a nice lullaby. Yeah, you know what? We got through, and that's what matters. Crawley knocked out Fulham, so at least we weren't going to be the first banana skin. When I heard that, that cheered me up a little bit. And then Super Everson to the rescue.
Yes, I mean, I must admit, for some reason, the graph that I used wasn't updating, the graphic, and I'm going to sneeze. So if you can talk for a second, and I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, that's no worries, mate. I mean, it was one of them where you just was glad to get through it. I think everything that's gone on, we talked about it at half time, but not just the transfer things. Everything that's gone on, I'm kind of just relieved. I'm relieved we didn't get a Fulham. I don't care if it's Iverson had to save 3 penalties to do it. It's at the end of the day, everything that's gone on, we needed that, and that's what these cups are meant for, aren't they? Upset. So.
Colombian, thank you very much, sir, mate. Love your live streams. Keep going and keep up the hard work. Brilliant. Click a sub if you haven't, and smash the likes as well. It is appreciated. I did say at the start, in fairness, we were on a hiding to nothing. Because if we didn't win 5-0, so everybody be saying like, "Oh, that's all bad," and did we do that? And in fairness, they're 21st in League Two. You know, there's only 3 teams or 4 teams below them. And I think 3 of those go down. We should be beating them. We are a Premier League team. We should be beating them. This, though, is their big game. If you have a look tonight at those results I read out, there is no 6, 7, 8 nils out there. Do you know what I mean? But then again, the big boys are coming in next round. I'm just glad to be through.
Yeah, exactly. And again, these results can be a bit misleading. We, you know, as much as we love the joys and the romance of the cup, you don't like to be on the wrong end of the banana skin, do you? And yeah, like you said, there was a few results, only winning 1 and 2-0 against the same sort of opposition. And it was one of them games that, you know, it can happen. This is the perfect sort of round where you get an upset. We've seen it happen to bigger clubs than Leicester over the years. And again, the intensity of the situation at Leicester intensifies it. Because had we gone into this game today, Chris, beating Brentford 2-0 or 2-1 or whatever, and we'd have beat Southampton, and we, you know, all right, we'll take the loss to Arsenal because they were brilliant, to be fair. But you say we come into that in a much better league position, we'd have just chalked this up to they're fatigued, and you know, none of these have match fitness. It's no big deal. We got there in the end, bit of a scare, but at least we won it. We wouldn't be so, you know what I mean? We'd be a bit more relaxed about it. It's one of them games that psychologically, though, that could be big for a lot of them players, because psychologically, even if you just like writ it off and gone, oh well, we lost to Stockport, we don't care, we've got bigger things to worry about. That adds to the detriment. So by hook or by crook, doesn't matter. What matters is mentally, Leicester will have 3 points. Everybody always tries to say that when they think it's a cup game. You know, they've got that win, they've got that result under their belt.
No, totally, 100%. Like we always say, you know, if it goes in off the goalkeeper's arse for an own goal, you're not bothered.
Yeah, and many people would have taken that by kickoff today, given the pinnacle of things.
Yeah. So I mean, and I did say as well, I honestly think that if we'd have lost this, whether it was on penalties or whatever, I said Brendan should go on Monday morning. If we'd have lost this, there's no reason why he shouldn't go. We would have had, in my mind, and for my opinion, and it's only it is only my opinion. If we'd have lost tonight, he would have had to have gone. That said, I never ever want us to lose the game to make a manager lose his job, because I want my team to win every single game they play. So the fact that we have got to win here. We've avoided a banana skin.
Yeah.
You know, Maddison missed a penalty. Perez missed a penalty.
I called it, by the way. I called it.
Carry on.
I was going to say, I remember some of our pre-season penalties from a few years ago, and I thought to myself, if Nacho or Perez, one of them is going to blaze it over the bar. And lo and behold, what do my ears hear as soon as Perez takes his run up? He smashed it straight over the bar. I mean, that tells you the confidence, doesn't it? Because we're not talking about how Leicester got to penalties and then they smacked in 3 of them and Iverson saved them all. Iverson quite literally saved our bacon, because we weren't even on form on the penalties tonight.
No. I mean, we beat them 3-1. That kind of says it all. But, I mean, the problem is that I haven't had a stream to watch this on. So all I've been able to do is watch, that graphic that you see that comes up like that one. So I can only go off how many times I saw a name come up. Now, for me, there was probably 2 players whose name I saw more than others. Pratt was one.
Yes.
You know, and in fairness to him, and I did say that I was going to give everybody a clean sheet at the start of this season and let them all, and I'm not going to say anybody's bad or anything like that based on how they've been. Vestergaard.
Yeah.
All I saw was him keep bringing the ball out and running with it into their half. Now, like I say, I could be wrong, because I'm qualifying this by saying as it was off that graphic. And then he takes Pratt off, who's probably one of our better players, leaves Tielemans on. That said, I then see more of Tielemans once Pratt's gone off, funnily enough.
Yeah.
And and Soyuncu as well.
Yeah, it was a game where it was crying out for maybe someone to take it by the scruff of the neck. I really feel sorry for Pratt. You know, for a guy who's determined to try and get his career up and running at Leicester and show his worth and why we brought him. He got chucked in with fed to the Sharks against Arsenal for that 20 minutes, and he plays alongside a midfielder who he's pretty much going to replace if we get out the door, or when he goes out the door. You'd assume, for the reason that he's staying at the club, and you can't play them in the same team. You know, you kind of go back to that England golden boy era, don't you, with Gerrard and Lampard? You couldn't seem to get them on the same page when they played on the same team because they're very similar in what they did for Liverpool and Chelsea back in the day. Well, it's the same here. Pratt and Tielemans played the same style, and you asked the same of them. You shouldn't. I felt bad for him because I think, if anything, Tielemans should have been benched today and someone else given his place. Yeah. But it is what it is. It's done with now. But it was good to see some minutes out there and hearing some voices of players' names that we've not heard in a while.
Yeah. I mean, Vestergaard, Terry says there, Vestergaard saved one on the line as well.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I wasn't able to listen to the radio because if I had the radio on, it would go down the microphone and then whoever's doing it would sue me for money. I think I'm all right with friendlies because that's only Leicester. But for any of the other games, you can get into trouble. But, I mean, you know, like we say, we all know everybody had a bad season last season. Probably Maddison, but he wasn't obviously fit the full season. Dewsbury Hall, past that, you're struggling to say who had a above average season. But Vestergaard, I mean, you know, if that gives him confidence, brilliant. You know, I don't know if he's left or right footed. I'm guessing he's right, but he could be left. So maybe that, you know, that's an option. I'm just thinking, like, you know, let's give the, you know, he's come on, and yes, it is only Stockport, but I'm not being disrespectful to Stockport, but we all say, don't we? How many times do we see an upset, a banana skin? Newport County, Wycombe Wanderers. I could go on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
An Albion before they were in the league.
Yeah. I mean, I heard an interesting fact, and maybe I misheard it because I was doing a bit of work as well. But it's interesting to think of this competition, and you think, well, played Stockport, bottom of League 2, or practically bottom of League 2, although they're off a promotion, so they're probably still thriving. And it's weird to think they mentioned this on the radio, and I didn't know this at all. But the furthest they've got in this competition before was back in 1997.
Can I just say, sorry, Charlotte's going. Nobody, we are concerned about your toe. I'm sorry but if you will go around kicking the suit of armour, what do you expect? So look after your toe.
Yeah.
Rest it up. And get it better, and then you'll get back in the team. Sorry, Brad.
Yeah. But I don't know, mate. Maybe I'm searching for some more positives more than scraping past Stockport. But again, you take it as it is. Stockport did get to semi-finals and lose to Middlesbrough in an infamous semi-final because we beat Middlesbrough in that coexisting final that season. So who knows? If this is the reverse, hopefully we can do one better than Middlesbrough and make the final, beat whoever we get.
Stockport or Chesterfield?
I don't know, but they mentioned it on the radio, and I assume.
I agree that they did at one point. I agree because Mike told me he was on one of my streams the other day, and he said the same thing. And you know, he is the Wikipedia of football knowledge, Mike. So yes, they did. I mean, I've got to say, it's a very hollow victory, says Terry. It's a victory, and at the moment, when you are where we are in confidence, in scoring, etc., you take anything. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to say, penalties. We know how. You know, if we're going to have a go at Perez for missing, then we're going to have a go at Maddison for missing because you can't have one without the other. And penalties, because of where we are, when it went to penalties, you know, we'll chat in a minute and see whether we felt it should have gone to penalties. But when it's gone to penalties, if you're top of the league and it's gone to penalties, you stride up there full of confidence.
Yeah.
when you're where we are, which is one off the bottom, and you've got West Ham playing Villa at the weekend, we're playing Chelsea, the chances are we're going to be bottom this time next week. But you're going up there with not much confidence, thinking, God, if I miss this and we get knocked out, so you take it. You do take it.
Yeah, definitely. And the longer this sort of game goes on, on paper, Leicester should beat these. You'd imagine if you played this game 100 times, 99 out of 100, Leicester would win. You account for maybe one banana skin, but sometimes you got to win. Like I said, the confidence is low. You felt it in the performance. You felt that maybe they tried too hard to get going. And like we said, this is probably, until they see who they get in the FA Cup, depending on how far they get in the FA Cup, this is potentially their biggest game of the season in terms of calibre of squad they're going to play. If they have, in terms of the team they're playing, quality, not necessarily their most important match. You don't know how their season's going to go. But in terms of that, they were really up for this. They were looking at a wounded animal in Leicester. They were looking at a team low on confidence and turmoil. And yes, you might think it's a hollow victory, and it's not we're not suddenly going on here going, oh, that's all, everything's hunky dory. By no means. It's going to be a really tough game. I don't suddenly think we're going to go out there and beat Chelsea at the weekend because of this.
No.
But they needed it. It was a clean sheet over 90 minutes, something that's very foreign to Leicester defence over the last 8-9 months. And you have to take these positives, because when you're low, there's no point them players going to the dressing room going, cool, got away with it, but yeah, okay, that felt good. Yes, we got there in the end. We can all breathe a sigh of relief. I mean, how would you feel if you were them players and then Brendan goes all right, lads, we're on a victory in it. Sorry, Stockport should have beat them in 90. You're going to think, well, for God's sake, at least we actually got something today, Brendan. You know what I mean?
I've been there as a salesperson and sat in a sales team, and we've been selling something, and I've been the only one that's not sold anything. And then I go and sell the cheapest package that's available. I feel great. Not because I've sold one of the top packages, for 20 times as much or whatever, but I've actually made a sale. I don't get, you know what I mean? And it's the same here. We've won much. Let me just read you some scores here. I'm going to go through quite a few here. See how many of these you remember. 2021 FA Cup, Crawley Town 3, Leeds United 0.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting, and that didn't work because it's supposed to show me all the different ones. Oh, it's one of these stupid ones where you have to go across. Sunderland 0, Millwall 1, 2003-2004 FA Cup. Manchester City 0, Wigan 1 FA Cup, 12-13. Wrexham 2, Arsenal 1, 91-92 FA Cup. Sunderland, we've done that one. Hereford 2, Newcastle United 1. Oh, I remember that one, 71-72 FA Cup. These results happen, Walsall 2, Arsenal 3 in the 32-33 FA Cup. I only mentioned that one because it's Arsenal. We all remember this one, 2014-15 MK Dons 4, Manchester United 0 in the League Cup.
Yeah.
For them, it is their biggest game, like you say, all right, we're not Man United, but we're still a Premier League team. We have won the Premier League within the last 10 seasons. We have won the LA Cup only a few seasons ago, and the Community Shield. We're in York. We would be a huge scalp to Stockport.
Yeah.
And we've avoided that. And they're going to be up for it a hell of a lot more, and it's natural, than I think Leicester are going to be up for playing Stockport.
Yeah, because you're in a game where it's lose-lose for Leicester. Like you said, if they don't go out 5-0, there's probably people out there cursing and saying this and saying that about the performance and whatnot. And if you go out, like we could have done easily with the lottery of the penalty shootout, then you get even more slated. So the emphasis was on Stockport, and you've got to give credit to them. They did exactly what you see teams that have gone on to cause these upsets. We're talking the ones you've mentioned. We're talking Bradford's beating Chelsea 4-2s. We're talking other upsets like that. I can't think. you know when you've got a list and then you go to...
I can go on. Stoke 2, Clyde Spartans 3, 77, 78.
Yeah. You look at the Oldham 3,
Oldham 3, Liverpool 2 in the 12-13 FA Cup.
Exactly. There's so many out there.
Sutton United 2, Coventry 1 when Coventry were holders. I've just got to mention that one because it's Coventry.
Sutton United there. I got a soft spot for Sutton United. They're one of my teams I used to load up and play when I play Football Manager. It's like a non-league rise club. So that's nice to hear, especially with my mum being a Cov fan as well.
Burnley 0, Lincoln 1. And we can go on about Leicester. I mean, Mike takes great pleasure in reminding us that Newport knocked us out under Claude Puel. So...
Yeah, but that's because his bigger team that's because his smaller club that he supports can't do anything.
No, indeed, but he was there. He was there tonight at Newport, and they beat Portsmouth 3-2. So well done, mate.
Yeah.
I will take that on the basis that it was a penitential banana skin. We actually contain them. I mean, okay, I know you're not a stat lover, but I'm going to do them anyway. I don't care. We had 150 attacks to their 46. 81 of ours was dangerous to their 26. We had 28 shots on target. Sorry, 28 shots of which 10 were on target. They had 6 shots all game, only 1 on target.
Yeah.
We stopped them having shots on target because believe you me, like you say, they're going to be so up for it. And how many times do you see that, the other, well, we've just said, haven't we? So many of those teams, they're up for it. And you got to say, give some credit to the defence. It was a clean sheet. Iverson probably was having a tea party in his goal.
Well, he was playing chess against himself.
Probably. So let's take it for what it is. It was a win, not ideal, like I say. But if we sat here and it had been Stockport County 1-0, Leicester City 5, we'd have been saying, "Wow, should have been."
Stockport, yeah, it would have gone well. This is what we're. Yeah, you can't win today. Was a lose in a way for Leicester, even though they've gone on to win the game in a lot of aspects with how people will view it. Yeah. Again, you talk about upsets. Crawley Town beating Fulham tonight. I don't care for their side; they will love that result, and that won't do Fulham's players the world of confidence, will it? Because they've gone out, and it's just one of them. It's all about perspective and where you are. Like you said, if we'd have gone into this game mid-table, top half, because we got 6 out of 9 points, we'd be looking at this a bit lackadaisical. We're going, so it was a bit boring, but at least we didn't slip up. We can carry on and go again. And again, you can overanalyze things and overlook at it, but it's all what matters is how that gets handled in that changing room. Because if they go into that changing room and the shoulders are slumped and they're going, "Oh God, I can't believe it's a penalty shootout," they won't be buzzing. I want them lads buzzing around Iverson. I want them cheering him, giving him high fives and slapping each other on the back and going, "You know what? That was a graft night. We knew we had." I think us fans had a very good gut feeling it was going to be a hard game to listen to, in both aspects. In terms of they were going to make it difficult, and it was just going to be plain difficult to listen to because it's Leicester. But I want to think that the changing room atmosphere is just even if it's just for a couple of days, or maybe it's just instigated a bit more of an attitude and a bit more of a spirit in that club, because we see these ties come up, and when you normally see them throw the big guns on, it looks even worse if Stockport go and grab a winner, doesn't it? But we saw the effort, and Leicester wrestled a little bit twingy that it took us 78 minutes to get the initiative really flowing, because I know you read out them stats, but realistically our best chances didn't come until about the 77th minute onwards. But yeah, I think I'm not saying overreact. I don't want them throwing champagne around and posting up selfies like they're going to win the cup like they're Arsenal, shirting selfies or anything. But enjoy it. Take it for what it is. Feel the weight off your shoulders and just enjoy that. If nothing else, enjoy the weight off your shoulders.
Highfield here says, "Cannot for the life of me see where our goals will come from against Chelsea." The thing is, Chelsea would not have expected to lose against Leeds.
No.
They are at home. They are apparently, now I don't know how true this is, let me just get this up, because we know that Chelsea came in with a third bid of 60 million plus 10 million add-ons. Now, I have checked on my calculator, and however I try it, Chelsea, I can't get 60 plus 10 to make 80. And I am trying, but, you know, obviously there's something about us saying it's going to be 80, I don't know. Chelsea, according to The Sun, Chelsea pull out a Fofana deal after Leicester reject third 70 million plus bid.
Yeah.
So,
do you know what makes me laugh about that, right? They'll drop out, if that is true, they'll drop out of Fofana and refuse to meet our valuation of him, but they're gladly going to chuck 60 million at Gordon Bennett, or whatever his name is, from Everton, who's done sweet sod all to nothing. This transfer window is a confusing one because, look, take everything your thoughts of Fofana out of it and look at it from a neutral point of view. If I'm Chelsea's hierarchy and my odds are chuck a bit more Leicester's way and get a really high quality centre back that we desperately need to bolster our team, or cave and crumble to Everton's demand for a player that's looking all right but still needs to prove himself. It's madness. You know, from an outside, I'd be like, why are you backing out for the Fofana deal and going for this person? I don't really know much about him at Everton either. He's only just started getting in a team, hasn't he?
Yeah. I know. I think he had a good season last season, wasn't it? On low, I'm not sure, but yeah. So I just think that they're going to be coming at us, and they will leave gaps at the back, and maybe we can, you know, fingers crossed, maybe take advantage of that. Mike is in. Good evening, Mike. I was thinking about you. I did think you would be swearing when I saw you went 1-0 down, but you're in the third round. Let's hope Leicester get Newport and we can get revenge on you. Mind you, then again, if we get you and we lose again, never at the end of it, so maybe not. Matty Roundtree into the next round, still divided between North and South. I don't know. It's a good question, that. Mike will probably know because he is the fountain of all knowledge. I don't know. I think it could be open next round. I'm not sure. Stick Fofana in the reserves. I've been saying that for a while. And Terry, look at the last comment of the night. The biggest relief was to Rodgers. Be interesting what he says in his post-match interview. I think we all know what he's going to say, don't we, Brad? Yeah, they were a good side, you know, and we held our own and we defended well, and we everything they threw at us, we saved all those 4 shots. And
he'll say that we're beautiful human beings that have got great character. No, I've never heard of. I've never heard of.
Was that a Northern Irish accent? Because if it was, don't give up the day job.
No, I won't. I'm not tired tonight, Chris. I couldn't even bother to put the emphasis on the Northern Irish. I mean, he does sound a little bit like Mrs. Doubtfire giving a speech of that quality sometimes, doesn't he? A beautiful human being, great character. We show great awareness. So it's like, help me change the script, Brendan. You stand still, actually. Don't go stale with your post-match reports either.
No. Right, Brad, thank you very much for popping on. We're through. That's all that matters. I'm not yet. Great. Thanks for popping on, mate. Will we have a Brendan in? I mean, to be honest, like I say, I still want him out. But whilst he is the manager and whilst he is winning, I don't want my team to lose. And if losing tonight would have meant that he would have gone, then I'm glad he's staying. Let me put it that way. Because
I agree with you, mate.
It made my team as one. Right, are you doing a podcast this week?
Yes, I am, mate. I have been spending the day trying to sort out all my effort because of Infinite Wisdom. I decided to do a show on Thursday, so I'm getting it all prepped. It will be I will basically be going through, well, I say 20, but there's no point doing Leicester's. But I will go through every Premier League club's transfer activity and giving my opinion on whether I think they've done good business or bad business. Just a bit of fun for everybody to join in to. So if you're interested in that, I'll be live 8 p.m. on a Thursday. When I get to Leicester Park, if you see a picture of a tumbleweed, you know I finished talking about Leicester. So
I'll say. I mean, I've actually got because we've got obviously Chelsea. We've got the Chelsea review on Thursday, which would normally be at 9 o'clock. But Ankit, bless him, big Chelsea fan, big friend of the channel. is in India or Pakistan. So it's doing like 3:30 in the morning that over there. So we're going early at 7 o'clock. So I'll try and give it a watch afterwards, mate.
Absolutely no problem, mate. Yeah,
and you can find that where?
Pardon?
And you can find that where?
You can find that if you follow me on Twitter at Full-Time Focus, you'll find it. And if you can see the name that's on the screen, because my camera's playing up again, on YouTube, just search A Matter of Opinion and you'll find it there. And if you enjoy it, that's brilliant. Give it the subscribe button and yeah, just enjoy the contents on there. Yeah.
Brilliant. Have a good one, sir.
I will do.
It is 10:30. We're through. That's all that matters.
That is
I will see you on Saturday night. Oh no, I will see you on Friday night for the debate show.
Yes, the Q&A debate.
The Q&A debate. So if you're, no matter whether you're a Leicester fan or not, pop on and we will attempt, because Harry's back for that as well, or David, sorry, I should say. David is back for that on Friday as well. So get your questions in on the chat on the night and we will do our best to give you our thoughts on them. So, and don't forget, 8 o'clock or, well, when my show's finished, whatever time that is, nip over to A Matter of Opinion and give Brad a listen and give him a sub as well. Thank you very much, Brad, mate. Take care. I'll see you on Saturday night.
Yeah, thanks, mate. See you Friday.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Did I say Saturday again? Probably. Dale, welcome along, sir. Looking forward to the 1st of October versus the Mighty Reds. I don't think we're playing Liverpool then, are we? I don't know. We're playing Notts somebody. Notts Forest, is it? I don't know. But certainly not playing the Mighty Reds, because as I say, we're not playing Liverpool. Guys, thanks so much. It's been a long one tonight. We have to say the least. We are coming over 3 hours. I think this is my longest ever show, be it a watch along. Guys, so many of you have subscribed to me tonight during that. It means so very, very much. If there are still one or two of you out there that haven't subscribed yet, please do. Like I say, we do a lot of Leicester stuff, obviously. It's a Leicester channel. But we also do a lot of non-Leicester stuff. We do weekend roundups. We're going to be covering the Women's Super League. We do prediction shows and preview shows for the Premier League. So, and we do quizzes. We have the question and answer banter show on a Friday. So please give us a subscribe. Smash the likes button. 31 likes. That's been great. I appreciate that as well. Please do that. All I would say to do is really just do what these
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and LTIDtv
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Indeed, do what the Leicester players say or the ex-Leicester players say. Subscribe, hit the like button and click that notification bell. Thank you to everybody who's put up with me. It was a bit of a difficult one with it not being on telly. We had to go off the graphics, but I hope you enjoyed it. I think people seem to. We will be back. We were going to have a quiz tomorrow, but that has been cancelled. And I got a replacement quiz and that one was cancelled. So we will be back 7 o'clock on Thursday for the Chelsea versus Leicester City preview. Thank you to everybody who watches. Thank you if you listen on the podcast for lending me your ears. You can have them back now. I'll probably talk them off. Stay safe, guys. Remember, whatever you do, make sure you don't do anything that I wouldn't enjoy. Good night.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
Sam Skinner on the pitch, they think it's all over.